This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Saatva, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal. Go to saatva.com and get your mattress right now.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina P.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Listen to me. Your destiny is calling you. Your future is here. You have to be proactive. You have to do things to promote your business. What are you doing? Are you a photographer? Are you a writer? Do you make jewelry? Are you a massage therapist? Are you a realtor? You got to get whatever it is that you're doing out there, and it's got to be a cool design, a website that lets everybody know who you are and what you do. You can sell products. You can promote whatever online business you got going, a special event, whatever it is. It's all possible with Squarespace. So go there, build the template, incredible world-class designs, powerful e-commerce functionality. You can customize the feel and look. Everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box. I think it's just a thing that is mandatory. No matter what field you're a videographer, if you're a ditch digger, you have to have some place you can send people to see what you do, to book you, to get you to be the person that you want to be, providing that service. Go to Squarespace right now. Go to squarespace.com/mom for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code MOM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Once again, squarespace.com/mom. A dream is just a great idea that doesn't have a website yet. Make it a reality with Squarespace.
Tom Segura, the actor, comedian, podcast host. Tom has 3 hit Netflix stand-up specials to his name, including his most recent, Disgraceful. He's currently headlining the Take It Down comedy tour. He co-hosts the podcast Your Mom's House with his wife, Christina P.
Beats by Manolo.
Mark Ball, whoa, whoa. 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 Mark Ball, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, whoa, whoa.
Mark
Ball, whoa, whoa. Mark Ball, whoa,
I like
whoa.
Mark Ballwork.
Whoa. Mark Ball, whoa, whoa. Mark Ball, whoa, whoa.
Oh, man.
The drops that have been taking the YMH Nation by
know.
storm.
Fantastic.
It really set off ripples. I think it's a hit.
Tell you, man. I mean, that was Beats by Manolo. Thanks very much for the Mark Ballberg mix that you made for us there.
Mark Ballwork.
Mark Ballberg.
Mark Ball, whoa, Mark Wahlberg.
People really
Man.
have been into that Larry segment.
I've been into it. I even rewatched the show
I know.
because I enjoyed the drops so much.
Yeah.
And I feel like we got to take a deeper dive.
We definitely do.
Really?
Saka souffle.
Saka souffle.
Saka souffle.
Saka souffle.
I got so many text messages about it.
Saka
That's when you can
souffle?
tell when something like is really popping is when people start texting you about it. Like friends are like, I went crazy on your Mark Wahlberg Saka souffle thing.
People were making their own shirts in Tampa that said
Yeah.
Saka souffle.
They got a lot of messages. They're like, "Where's the Saka souffle shirt?"
Oh, it's coming, guys.
Yeah, it's coming.
Isn't
Yeah.
that? It's just so special.
Saka souffle.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't believe we slept on this clip for like a year too. Was it out or it was?
It was out in a in highlight form. They put out highlights only, and I was like, all right. And then 3 weeks ago, they uploaded the full interview from a year. I don't know, man. I have
How
no idea why they
weird.
did that, but they did, and we are forever grateful.
I know. Now I want to go on a deep dive on all his interviews and
There's so
find.
many things. I did a
the
deep
blunders.
dive on.
I'm not suggesting that one of our listeners go through all the interviews and pull the blunders. I'm just saying it would be neat.
Definitely don't
Don't-
spend your time and don't email us
Right.
at yourmomspodcast@gmail.com with the subject line Larry King with links and time codes. to the mistakes that you found.
We wouldn't want this to snowball into a brand new YMH meme, if you will. That
don't
would
do
be
that.
Terrible.
That would be a waste of time.
Yes.
And it's just for laughs. What? Don't do
It's
that.
not constructive, and it's mean-spirited. And it's frankly not what we're about on this show.
Yeah,
Is
so
exploiting people's weaknesses. We don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm having chest pain.
So
I'm having
I feel like this is going to be, there's so much cool stuff's going to happen this
Slick
episode.
stuff, neat stuff.
But I wanted to give you a chance.
Yeah.
You weren't here to grieve about Connell Eugene Peterson, a.k.a. FedSmoker, who is now, it's now confirmed that he passed. If you're hearing this for the first time, I hope you pull over because it's kind of jarring to hear. But you didn't get to jump into any of that.
Well, I was very sick with a flu and strep throat
and then
last
you felt
week.
worse when you found out what happened to him.
Well, I think we all grieve differently. For me, it's been in cycles and in spells, and I think the nation is grieving.
Yeah.
And
Good job here, there, fuckface.
I did tampon this last weekend, and we gave some toasts. We grieved together
Raise the glass.
as a nation of mommies, and
Touching my camera through the fence, you faggot.
I am gonna miss him, and I hope that we can continue to explore his videos still.
Well, here's the thing.
Are we allowed to do that? Is that okay?
Sure, for sure. I did a dive
Yeah.
on FedSmoker videos on my own this weekend.
You did.
And there was so much that we never got into that is wild. He was super abrasive.
What did you find?
I mean, we'll have to do it we'll do it soon, but just him pulling into a gas station and he sees this woman, he goes, "What's up there, you pig, you fucking sow?" I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He was actually a musician. He actually, I watched that segment with Drew playing the piano. He's like, he doesn't sound like he played. And I was like, it sounds like he played to me. Like, that was pretty well put together. And then I found him playing the piano with another guy, singing with three other guys, like in a band.
What, like a barbershop quartet?
It's a little different, a little more Gigi Allen-ish.
His voice sounds probably pretty scratchy.
Our homeboy, Fart Simpson.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. We got already distracted by this.
We got so many good things. It's too exciting.
Shit. All right, we gotta play the opening.
We gotta let you go.
All right. Let's do. This is a pretty fun one. We'll get right back into this. Okay,
yeah.
But here's the opening clip. My bad.
Close! You stupid ass bitch!
Don't try to reason.
Shut the fuck up! Stop talking to me, bitch! No, not you. I'm talking to the dumb ass fat bitch over there. Eating pork chops. Fat ass bitch. This shit is big time!
Woo!
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina P.
welcome to your mom's house.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was pretty. Guy seems pretty nice,
Now there's a cool guy.
So he is on the subway, and he's in a wheelchair, and his wheelchair is stuck in the exit, and then sounds like he's just verbally abusing other passengers who are probably making reasonable suggestions. Like, if you turn, he's like, "Fuck you, bitch," like that. So they're like, "No, but if you," he's like, "Shut the fuck up, you fat bitch."
Yeah, because he's clearly blocking it.
Yeah.
Because he's sideways and he should be faced with his wheels facing through the door.
Can I help you, sir?
Shut up, you fat bitch! Stop eating so many pork chops! Back up off the tape! Go on a diet, you fat ass bitch! That's why you ain't got no man! You're too fucking fat! Nobody wanna fuck you! You're too fat, bitch!
Wow.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. Too fucking fat, bitch.
And by the way, he is not very thin.
He's not svelte. No.
You know what I mean?
He's not really getting the exercise
No.
he needs.
No.
No,
I
he
mean,
looks like shit. Is this New York? Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. That's
You know what I
definitely
saw
New York.
TikTok? This woman goes, here's how you know you're from New York. And she started screaming. She's like, "La, la, 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 la." See? All those people who turn around and look, they're not from New York.
Right. Everybody else.
Everyone
is
else is like, that's just another crazy.
Of course.
God.
You eat too many pork chops, too much rice and beans, you dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
He ran out of steam. What if he has? what if he has? You know, his own standards. He was like about to like say the R word. He's like, no, you can't say that. You fucking stupid bitch. That's one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
You think he hesitated because he's like, I can't say the R word. I can't say that.
That's a pejorative term. I'm not going to say that right now.
You eat too many pork chops, too much rice and beans, you dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
I think he was gonna. I think he was gonna call her a spick. And he's like, rice and beans, you fuck. And he's like, there's a bunch of them around right now.
I think he was gonna say sow again.
Maybe
he called her a sow at the top. Am I mistaken?
You
here?
might be. It's not past. I wouldn't put it past him.
I think he was upset because he was gonna double up on sow.
Maybe.
And he couldn't.
Whoa, you stupid ass bitch.
Don't try to reason.
Shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me, bitch. No, not you. I'm talking to the dumbass fat bitch over there eating too many pork chops. Fat ass bitch.
You sound like Bernie Mac. Yeah, and my pork chops.
Yeah, he didn't say sow.
Fat ass bitch.
Oh, you're right.
You sound like Bernie Mac.
It's a nice cadence.
Yeah.
No sow though.
No, that's okay. So maybe I had heard that in my head. I wanted to call her a sow.
But this train ain't going no motherfucking way till I get out. Call the police. This train ain't going no fucking way till I get out. Yeah. Yeah. So all I said, okay, don't move this fucking train till I get out. It's not gonna move until you get out. All right.
Oh wow.
That worked out well. This
stuck.
guy, real calm. This door is broken. Okay. That's all you had to say. Totally fine now.
But that's always the case when someone is like, when they explain it in normal, clear terms, and then the crazy person is like, oh yeah, stupid.
I kind of feel like a real, I don't know, I relate to the back and forth of the way that just happened and how I speak to our oldest toddler at times when he's like, ah! And I'm like, this won't work without batteries. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to be real clear and slow. So, well, that's that's it.
This is it. This is his big sign off right here.
I'm stuck on this motherfucker. All these motherfucking immigrants and white people. This fat ass bitch wanna harass me. Shut up, bitch! Shut up! I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to none of you motherfuckers. Don't say nothing to me.
That was great. He was like,
I think you're right. He was going to say spick.
yeah, and then he said right now he's a bunch of immigrants.
Yeah,
because he realized
it was the spick thing. Yeah,
he all the codes were adding up, and he was like,
yeah,
it's like 30 spicks here right now.
Yeah,
this could go sideways quick.
Well, and he kicky-footed in his wheelchair.
Yeah,
he wasn't a real wheelchairer. Oh my God, is that? Did I just do a Larry King?
You just did a Larry King.
Oh my God,
he's not a wheelchairer.
A wheelchairer.
Which is also not.
Did I just have a stroke?
It sounds like it.
I just made up the word.
You did.
Wait, he kicky-footed. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
You're not supposed. Doesn't that make you upset when you see people kicky-footing?
Soccer souffle.
Wheelchairs. It makes you upset.
I don't like kicky footing. Yeah, I used to see it all the
get
time.
mad at people that
when
kicky
they're
foot.
like, oh, I used to see them on 6th Street, and they're like, "Do you have any change?" And they're in their chair, and you're like, "All right," and then they're like, "Kicky foot across the street," and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
your fucking legs work?
Yeah,
you're kicky footing.
You can't kicky foot and have the wheelchair. It's not fair to people who really need a wheelchair.
Absolutely.
I think so.
You could, if you see somebody kicky foot in a wheelchair, I think it's perfectly like acceptable in society to grab the back and toss them out of the chair. You know, And be like, what? And they're going to stand right
walk.
up.
Yeah,
like,
you can walk. Because that, to me, that implies that they're just being kind of slackery. Like, you can walk. If you can kicky foot, you can probably walk.
Yeah, you can walk. They're
if you
hustling
can kicky, yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing themselves.
Yeah.
No, you don't get a chair. You're not getting a chair.
There was one. You used to get really mad. It was Santa Monica Boulevard, those ones.
Yeah, that
you
one.
You used to get so mad.
So mad at that one. This is pretty exciting. Are you want to get
I'm
into
ready.
this?
I've been waiting for this for days.
The audience is going to lose their mind, I think. We finally set it up. We have...
What's going on? It's Charles.
Charles lined up for a phone call right now to go over his infamous call.
Oh!
Just so you know, this came about through, I followed Charles.
Yep.
Liking his photos. And then I sent a response to one of his Insta posts. I was like, love you, Charles. And he was like, I love you too, Christina. And I was like, will you come on the show?
We're going to get some of the full scoop here.
Just wanted to do a video instead of a text or a phone call.
I would like to do a phone call instead of a text or a video. So why don't we go ahead and make this happen here.
What's going on?
What's going on?
He's really an upbeat guy.
Oh, that's the wrong.
Is it Charles?
Charles!
What's going on?
Oh, man. I actually just rewatched it in 2 months.
Yeah?
Oh, God, it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing?
I actually tried going through my text to find out who actually sent it.
Oh, so you don't know who put it out there?
I have no idea.
Okay, so
and
give us...
I literally...
First of all, we really enjoy you. And
we love you, Charles. Your positive energy. You're the best.
It is. You're a positive guy. I think even the first time I saw it, we pointed out that I think you're a nice guy, a good guy, and that this was just one of those, hilarious, organic kind of misfires. So tell us the full story. So you're on Match. You're obviously communicating with someone. And then what's the story behind the video being made and sent?
Yeah, so it was, I would call these girls and they would never pick up, and I suck at texting, like actually writing text.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, well, if they're not picking up my call and I suck at texting because I don't know how to flirt through text, I'm like, I'll just send a video.
Yeah.
And she is not the only one that got videos. I actually went back and there's other ones I was looking at, and I'm like, oh,
you found your other videos?
Oh, no.
I found other videos, and
Charles.
They actually went out with me after the video.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Please send those.
Send them immediately.
You want me to send you all the videos?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And they worked.
Okay, is there
They
something?
did.
Let me
She
ask.
knows.
Let me ask you this: is there a difference when you analyze yourself between the one that we've played and people talk about and the ones that worked? Is there any? Do you see a difference between them?
Yeah.
What is
the one
it?
I sent was way too long. The one that you guys saw was just way too long, and it was just completely ad-libbed and sent, and there was no structure. And it was, if I got that, I would have saved it and sent it to a show 7 years later.
Yeah. So how do you, the ones that worked, do you kind of, is it, do you script them? They're much shorter. Like, how do they normally work when they have actually worked out for you?
I got to show you guys broke it down pretty well too. Like, I got to show off The Office. At the time, it was new.
Knew that.
So I got to pretend like I'm actually employed and I have a view.
Yep.
And editing a video, that was completely ad-libbed. That was going up on YouTube, ironically enough. And then I gotta say that I'm busy.
Of course.
I'm not, but I have to pretend like I am.
And you also,
I believed you. I thought you were super busy.
You did also ad-lib that you got a latte,
Exactly. Yeah, which was free. And
free.
So did the woman that you sent the infamous video to, did she end up ever meeting you at Lily's in Union Square around 8:15?
I haven't found her text.
No.
I found other ones.
You did.
So I was. It was like. So it's funny is that I look back and I say, dude, just stick to the text because it was working. There was no point of throwing a video in, and that was just throwing complete metal into, like a cog in the wheel. It was like, there's no point in sending this video. Like, she was already going to say yes to a date. It was a first date, too. Like, you can't scare her away with this stupid video.
Now, how's Charles's love life now? What's going on now? Are you single? Are you dating?
Well, what's funny is, so I actually sent videos to DMs.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere out there's definitely Instagram DM videos of modern day Charles, like within the last year. And I was like, and then it just never worked. Not one DM where I don't know the person has ever worked. So I'm like, I can't continue doing this. This is embarrassing. So there's definitely DM videos out there, modern day. I don't know, I don't know who's got them, but it's definitely Instagram messages.
Well, yeah, we are petitioning the world right now. If you have a Charles dating video, please send it in.
And when you think Lily's, do you go to Lily's a lot? Is that your spot now? We know you think Lily's.
No.
No?
No.
No, not really. At that time I did. I went to Lily's and Coffee Shop. That was like the hip place.
Oh.
And then not really. But I just joined online dating and about a month ago, and it's totally different. Like at the time I was just keeping my head above water in the dating scene. And now it's so much better being older, like
sure. Yeah, you were
as
young.
a guy.
Well, what about so if somebody wants to date you now, well, how, let's say a woman out there is interested, what's the best way that she should reach out?
What's funny? I think one time, I know so many of my girlfriends that they get talked to, hit up, they will show me their inbox and it's full. I've gotten only one girl send me an Instagram message. I've rarely have gotten talked to in person ever. Nothing on Facebook, no text, random text.
Charles, we're about to change the game.
Yeah.
So
let us help you.
I hope so, because 1 out of 10 years is the worst.
Okay, first of all, can we talk about, are you cool with your Instagram page being promoted right now? Can we talk about that?
Well, people have found me, yeah.
But I mean, people found you on their own, but we haven't publicized it. So can we?
I've gotten text messages too.
Can we?
Text?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so
yeah, I get personal text about the show.
What?
Is that how you found out about it?
So I replied through one of the YouTube comments, and then I just got text. My cell phone's out there, so people are just like, keep it on, high and tight.
Yeah.
Keep feathering. So I guess those are two big outside jokes that I'm not on the inside for.
Yeah. Well,
you may want to take your phone number off of YouTube. It's about to get crazier for you.
Let's do this. What is? Go ahead and tell us, and then spell your Instagram handle.
It's @ and then my last name, B as in boy, OTENSTEN.
Botston.
Botenston.
Okay, sorry.
At
Botenston.
And I love your Instagram, Charles, because you show off the properties that you're listing, and they're all like these multi-million-dollar
nice places,
beautiful places.
And you have a good attitude. You're enthusiastic.
Positive. I love Charles.
I appreciate it. I honestly, when you both hit me up, I thought it was just complete sarcasm. I'm like, these guys are just gonna.
No.
And then Christina, you're like, no, we actually, and I didn't know you were married. So you're like, my husband and I was like, oh, Tom?
Are you disappointed?
Like,
Did you want to hook up, Charles?
Yeah, Christina, I was going to fly out to... I actually...
Where would you take me on our date, Charles? Where are we going to go?
You know, L.A., I don't know what the dating scene's out there. My sister's in Santa Monica.
Okay.
You guys are in L.A.?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure your sister could give you a couple spots. That she knows
I
of.
wouldn't even... I feel like dating on the East Coast is so much easier.
On the East
I
Coast?
don't know. I've never owned a car. So I wouldn't know how to drive.
We'll change that if you move out here.
Yeah.
Well, look, have you seen the videos that people are making? Have you seen any of those yet when they're doing their Charles?
No, but I'll send out the other ones that I have.
That would be amazing.
Dude,
Please, Charles.
We are really excited
We
for
would
these.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay, please respond to the email.
What are the other ones? Are they on other episodes? I would love to see these.
The one that comes out, was it this week, Nadav?
It was either last week or it's coming out this week. I think it should be.
Well, we'll send you a link. We'll send you a link because we have your info, and we'll send you a link so you can see that people are doing their versions of your
There's
video.
got to be some good ones out there.
Can you give us, before we leave, can you give us like a real enthusiastic, like when you're doing your time?
8 o'clock, 8:30. I got some staplers.
Great. Fantastic.
Just start naming things around me.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, you're like, there's some pens over here on the door.
We got a computer. I'm
Yeah.
editing myself.
Dude.
Well, I have to say, of all the people that we have profiled on the show, I love your attitude about this and your ability to laugh at yourself. And we love you. And thank you so much for being a good sport.
Yeah,
about
thanks a lot,
this,
Charles. We
'cause-
really enjoyed it, man.
Oh, Tom, you're the best too. I showed my mom, and she's like, "Tom's funny."
Thanks.
She got a new fan.
That's awesome, man. And we are really looking forward to the new Charles videos we're going to get.
Oh yeah, they'll come through.
Can't wait.
And I want to find out who this girl is. I'm going to reply to her.
Please
Yeah.
do. Please do.
Yes.
All right.
It's going to be a follow-up.
Stay in touch. We'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, guys.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Bye,
Cheerio.
Charles. Wow. Could there have been a better phone call?
That was
Could
awesome.
that have been any more pleasant? The guy
That
is
was-
so sweet. I can't tell you that I would be that nice if people were making fun of my video.
That was, oh no, he
Right?
he has
He's-
a really good attitude.
Oh my goodness.
He has a really good guy.
Somebody
attitude.
please
What's going on? It's Charles.
date Charles. Now that we get out his Instagram, ladies, hit him up.
Can I tell
DM
you the
him.
other thing that's kind of, I think part of that is almost like a life lesson is when something's embarrassing and you just say it's embarrassing
Yes.
and you just discuss it honestly and
Move
organically,
on.
everything just kind of, right? Like it just normalizes it totally.
I think the key to everything is accepting
Yeah.
whatever flaw you have.
Yeah.
That's right. And then nobody can get you on it, right?
Yeah. Well,
That's charisma. That's the definition of charisma. When you know your flaw and you embrace it.
Yeah, you embraced it instead of being like, he could have played it 10 different ways of like, you guys are just, you're not seeing what I was trying to do. Like,
Yeah.
and you just kind of, you
Defensive.
live in the denial of it. And he was just like, yeah, it was terrible. It was hilarious, man.
I love it. But he said he's not a good texter, which makes sense because if he's like, oh, I'm not good in the text, I was wondering why he would send the video.
Yeah,
now
he
that
was-
mystery
it
is
makes
solved.
sense.
And I love that he admitted to just wanting to show off The Office. You were right about that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said he wasn't even that busy.
Yeah. It was
I was surprised because I believed his acting. Oh, like Charles is really busy.
No, it makes sense. It's a young guy.
Yeah.
Trying to court a lady, and you just go, I got a lot going on. I'm
A lot of
busy.
Post-it notes.
Yeah, I'm making stuff. I don't really have time, but I'll see you.
Post-it.
8.
I'm thinking lilies.
So one of the things, I don't know if you've, so I first noticed this a few weeks ago when we first had the guy. Remember the guy who did the video where he was like, women should fucking clean everything?
Of course.
So
Of course.
I went that day to the comments just to see like what the top comments were.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking funny, some of the things that people were writing, that I talked to Blue Band, and he started to pull some of the best comments from episodes.
Okay.
So should I go to what, the most recent one, 538, that one, or just
the 536 folder I think has the Cobra Tate comments.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Because that's where it started.
I had a woman in Tampa say that she thought he was green screened. That wasn't his house.
It was a green screen.
It was a pretty good green screen, though.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I didn't even notice it.
I didn't notice it. So he's totally pretending like he's a baller, and he's not.
But it's so calculated. He knows exactly what he's... It's actually... Like, if you go to his Twitter page, and he has a whole thread about... If you've seen Star Wars, you're a loser.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too busy
making money,
fucking knee deep in pussy. Yeah.
But he also mixes in videos though of him like in a normal setting where it actually looks like he's on the guest couch. Like that Stillwater video looks like he's on the YMH set.
Wait, get some of the comments though.
What has happened?
One good thing I can say about Bert is that his chins are very well formed. Both of them are top tier quality chins. Okay. That's
for Bert.
That's a Bert thing. Let's see.
That's not for this guy.
Hey, CP, you should fucking clean. What's up with the dust on the dog's head? Mantle
yeah.
That's true. Yep.
Better fucking clean, stupid bitch.
The racist parrot alternate. I like how Tom just paid his mom. Let's see. The tattoo for Tom. He should get baby raper tattooed on his forehead. That's a really good
idea.
One. But it doesn't have that Tate thing.
Oh shit, that original one?
No.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes. So what it was is that Cobra Tate said, if you just clean the place, it's an exchange because we'll go out to dinner.
Yeah.
And he goes, we'll go out to dinner, and my card never gets declined.
I heard, yeah.
And then somebody in the comments wrote, yeah, it's called overdraft protection, man. And that fucking made me laugh so hard that I texted you. I was like, you got to start pulling some of
That's
these
true.
things.
I don't think our cards have been declined in a while because that shit doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, you just sign up for it, and then it'll just take it from your savings account later.
Stupid.
This is, what is this, more? So when's the Baby Raper fanny pack merch coming out? Fuck.
Oh, yeah, because he had that in court, or that when he was talking to the government in Arizona, he had a Baby Raper fanny pack.
Yeah,
remember he lifted it up, and he was
he also, FedSmoker was always talking about Baby Raper stamps going on your forehead.
Yeah, so we could do the stamp is what you're saying, too.
Yeah, to chomos and just anyone who steps out of line. He's like, you're going to get that stamp on your fucking forehead. Oof.
Did you see that model Amber Rose got a forehead tattoo?
Yes.
Speaking of, on her Instagram.
Yep.
I mean, can you Google it? I'm sorry, I have to digress for one moment. Because,
yeah. So let's go into this though real quick.
Yeah, it is nuts. Look for her image.
Here's one. I didn't know about this. Second time they mentioned You season 2 without mentioning Chris D'Elia.
Oh, no.
#DeliaGate.
No, we just hadn't finished it at that point, so I don't think we wanted to.
No, we finished it.
Oh, well, D'Elia is amazing.
I didn't see him in it. What is on her forehead?
Amber Rose, who I think is
just
stunning. She had a baby recently, and she tattooed, I think her children's names on her forehead. I mean, I have to say, I'm not sure it's adding to the look.
What's it say? Do you know what it says?
It says Slash, because I think her baby, one of their children's name is Slash, and her other baby's name, I'm pretty sure.
Dedicated to, what does that say? Sons. Sebastian. And?
Slash.
Okay.
So my question is, should I be doing that for our children to let them know that I love them?
No.
Do you like how she looks?
No.
Yeah.
No, let me go back to these comments.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I didn't see D'Elia in that show.
You didn't notice him in it?
Didn't notice him. Do you like your life, Christine? How dare you suggest Tim partake in any women duties ever, stupid.
You like your life, Jenny? We've been saying that a lot lately.
Yep.
You like your life?
If your partner finds it nice when you find a new girlfriend, you might be a TikTok. Of course, that was the lady who was so excited
And aren't
about the NRE.
So exciting when your partner gets a new boyfriend or girlfriend.
Why doesn't Christine just pay someone to outsource eating Tommy's scrum? Agreed. That was brought up at a dinner one time at a big group dinner.
What are you talking about?
One time we had a big group dinner and we asked everybody, do you eat your spouse's scrum?
Yes.
All the women were like, no.
No.
And one of them was like, I'll bring someone in to do that if that's what he wants. And I was like,
bring someone in.
Sounds like a.
Who do you want me to bring in?
Someone on a leash.
Amber
I don't know.
Rose, the lady with the forehead tattoo.
Just fucking put a little treat on the ground and be like, here. And then you put the treat in my butt. And then she goes, and then you just put her back in the crate.
Wait, this is the cum dog.
Yeah.
We haven't revisited this idea since Redondo.
Yeah.
You're saying we need a sex slave on call.
Just for scrum eating.
Just for scrum eating.
Just the scrum eating. And I'll even
let me think about it.
All right.
I might let it happen. Well, because is it cheating? Will it compromise our intimacy?
No.
I see it as a medical thing.
Me too.
It's
That's
disgusting.
what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of stuff that could happen bad if you don't take care of it.
Let's ask Dr. Drew.
Yep. Good idea. I was thinking of getting you some jewelry today.
Yeah, you should get me tickets to the Laker game for that one.
Christine has advanced memory and extremely high capacity for remembering memes. Pouncy twins be gay.
Pouncy twins be gay.
That's true.
But I can't remember what we did
Anything.
last
Yesterday.
week.
No.
No clue.
Nope. Oh, man. That's so funny. Pouncy twins be gay.
Pouncy twins be gay.
A couple other ones. There's a huge bad tooth-shaped hole in our community's heart.
Oh, isn't that
true.
the truth? Gosh.
Christina, Tom, you're a psychopath. Also, Christina, you know what food I hate? Chicken.
I hate chicken.
That's
I fucking hate it so. I just,
Carl
you know what
Mouch.
else I hate? Eggs too. Just like Saka Souffle hates eggs. I just force myself to eat it.
Jesus Christ.
I fucking hate chicken. It's so dry.
This was so great. Connell, a.k.a. FedSmoker. How'd you get into heaven there, fuckface? St. Peter, not by talking like that. That is
scallywag.
Fantastic.
What does he say? You scurvy bitches.
Yeah, you're not a scurvy bitch with a stinky twat. He's like, and I'm not paying for pussy. I want you to clean this house.
Oh, I miss him.
The Larry King has a stroke, Tom. You got it. That's Cody Freeman. All right. Never seen anyone snap himself out of his stroke before. Keep on trucking, Larry, you legend. And finally,
He snaps himself out of his
he basically did. He basically did.
Whoa, that's hilarious.
Rappaport is so close to evolving into a non-saying type of guy. Would love to see it. Funny that you say that. Because a lot of people were tickled by some of the idiosyncrasies that the great Michael Rappaport has. One of them is his you-knows, his quirks.
His laugh.
Yeah.
You know, we are huge fans of Michael. We loved having
he was great.
him.
He was great on the podcast.
He's such a sweet guy and so talented.
And by the
funny.
way, if you remember, if you go to last week's episode, there was a point where I was talking about how great the episode of Louis was. That he
Yeah,
did.
I remember.
And he was like, you can't find it. It's like black market or whatever because all of Louis' shit got taken away. But I didn't look for it, but somebody just sent me one of the scenes from that episode. It is so. I mean, I remember that it was good, but I didn't remember specifics. And I watched this scene. It's like, it's Michael and Louis walking down the street, and it's basically Louis being like, I can't be around you. You're just like, you're way too much. But it's like the way it's written, it's written so, it's so real. It's like it's one of those things. Louis was so good at this and probably still is, articulating things that are familiar that you've never heard said before.
Right.
Like the way he would do it in a stand-up and he
right.
did it in the show. It's like, it's such a brilliant scene.
He has the gift of articulating what is unspoken. Yeah,
he really
It's like
does.
Mike Judge, how he knows how to articulate what sucks in culture really well.
Right,
Or what sucks in something.
Louis has that
He's
about
got a
like
talent.
interpersonal relationships,
Yeah.
you know? He just, it was,
That's
anyways.
right, because Rappaport is too much for him.
He's like, you know, you're fucking you're hurting me. He's like, I didn't hurt you.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, you don't get to tell me that didn't hurt. And it's
Yeah.
like, everyone knows those situations.
Yes.
But you really don't see it, portrayed television and movies.
This reminds me of a topic I'd like to discuss.
Anyways, the great Annie, threw together this supercut
Oh my God.
From the Rappaport episode. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Michael Rappaport's here, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. The dog barked. She's a fan too. His.
Like hearing you talk,
as a persona instead of like, because, I don't know, but so whatever. Who the fuck knows it? But as I make a lot of noises.
You said.
I'm from the city.
Yeah.
Right.
Water and like concrete.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a fucking.
Because it was so, and in different versions of,
will you throw on your cans for 1 second? I want to those right there. I just wanted to. I just feel like you can't. Can you hear? Are they coming through?
Yeah.
I think somebody peed on the floor.
Throw them on one more time. Sorry, I got a couple more. I'll show you. This.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I saw this.
Yeah. Grab your headphones. Grab your headphones. Otherwise, you can't hear. Wait. There's more coming. There's more coming.
Well, Christina?
Yeah.
But if push comes to shove and I have to make a choice, boom, boom. You know what?
Well, here, throw these on. Throw those cans on.
What do you like? Some
I've never
juice
taken.
Or something?
I've never taken.
What's the point?
Isn't that cool?
That's dope. Yeah. And I feel like.
Good work, Annie.
Did you know how crazy it was making me that he kept taking his headphones off?
I am very aware.
You were?
Yeah.
I mean, I was fucking losing my mind. When he took them off, I was like, inside, I was like, God damn it. Every time. I was like, yeah, could you do that? Could you put them on again? Because also I would cue something up. I'd be like, all right, let's watch this. He'd be like, okay. I'd go, well, you have to hear it too. That was so funny.
I noticed that he would take them on and off, but he's just, he moves
That's
around.
Him. That's
he's
his
an
energy.
active guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene, we're so busy. We've got 2 kids, a podcast, stand-up, everything going on. You don't want to deal with the hassle of going to the post office, the lines, and just, getting out of the house. Why leave the house when you can use Stamps.com? Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your own computer. Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or even a warehouse sending thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7. That's the best part.
It's like you become the post office.
Yeah. It's really a no-brainer for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. And once your mail is ready, you just hand it to your mail carrier or drop it in the mailbox. It really is that simple. Stamps.com not only saves you time, it saves you money. You get discounts on postage rates. And not to mention, it's a fraction of the cost of using those expensive postage meters.
It sure is.
There's no equipment to lease, no long-term commitment. So right now, our listeners get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and the digital scale without any long-term commitment. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in MOM. That's Stamps.com. Enter MOM.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Hymns. You've heard us talking about Hymns and how they're helping guys look their best. If you haven't yet, it's time to see what they're all about. 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35. Oh, what a cool group to be a part of. Once you've noticed thinning hair like you see on the top of my head, it can be too late. Is that hairline slowly moving backward? Any bald spots? You got to do something. Be proactive to prevent more hair loss. Go to 4hims.com, the one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have hair. Hims is helping guys be the best version of themselves. There are no snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements. These are prescription solutions backed by science. You don't have to go to the doctor and wait in the waiting room and stare at the ground and have just this whole awkward thing. You just have a doctor review a couple confidential questions online, and boom, if you're a right fit for it, you can have prescription medications shipped right to your door. Right now, our listeners can get started with their first month free. Go to 4hims.com/mom. That's 4hims.com/mom Prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's forhims.com/mom. So anyways, people keep making memes like photoshops and songs honoring FedSmoker.
Of course.
And Tony, a.k.a. Fart Simpson, who has done so many songs and prank calls, he sent this song that he made for FedSmoker.
Great.
What's up there, Chomo? I'm Carl Peterson, retired CI double agent for the Nebraska State Patrol.
If you ever need your teeth pulled, you come and see me.
When you're feathering it, brother. Pink dog, dude.
You gonna feather that shit? Gotta get her hot, too. Get her coming. What a rush. Light yourself on fire. Light your brain on fire.
When you're feathering this shit, don't be scared. Burn the fucking kids. Yeah, a little bit, you know. That you're on fire.
That's a thrill, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta keep grip on it.
No. I am a saint. Can you feel me? I'm a saint.
You fucking baby raper!
Well, you know what? You're fired, bud.
In the highest of calibers of fire, bombs, and explosives, okay?
Fuck face.
You know what I'm doing, baby?
You didn't follow proto. Okay? Ta-ta there, retard. You didn't follow proto, buddy. You're done.
I'm a master at what I do. There's no faking trickery in this.
Take it easy, fuckhead. Zaps all day and all night. It never goes off record. Never. 3-cornered. Fucking asshole.
Wow, you know what we should do? A YMH water salute.
Yeah.
A true salute. Let's toast. Let's feather it in heaven, brother.
Feather it.
Don't you dare break proto.
Fartsimpson.bandcamp.com.
Great work.
I mean, he's got great calls. He's got original songs. It's really fun stuff, man. This will probably blow your tits off.
Yeah.
We were convinced that there was no way we were going to see any more piss spots.
Can I tell you, I've been really into piss spots, and I'm excited to hear what episode 3 is going to look like.
Well, that's the surprise.
Yeah? Well, no, because we've had 2, and I'm hoping that there is an episode 3. What?
You explain it.
I think Tom was trying to play it up as a surprise.
Oh.
And
sorry.
Didn't pick up on it. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I tune out.
But it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've watched this and
well, to make it clear to people, when the last time we were examining piss spots, we learned that 2 had been uploaded, and then he didn't post in 8 months.
Oh.
So we made the assumption that that he was on an iron vacation, perhaps mandatory, mandated by the state, if you will. And then we got the gift of an all-new episode of Piss Spots.
Well, all right.
So
sorry I ruined the surprise. I hope nobody's upset if any cliffhangers or spoiler alerts in the air.
All right.
You guys act like I really ruined this for people.
Who said that?
Well, you gonna play the damn episode or not?
I'm enjoying this because they. Oh, never mind.
All right, we got it set. I'm resting the camera on an old ramen noodle cup. Episode 3. I'm gonna review a piss spot. I gotta piss so bad. It hurts so bad. Blood ice bottle right here. All right.
Right away, I'm going to tell you that Piss Spot's taking a whole new direction in episode 3 because we're not in a vehicle. And I think it's probably better for him. But, you know, doing it in his room, I mean, is that a piss spot?
It is for him.
But I'm saying, like,
what you're saying
the
is
premise of the show was set up in episodes 1 and 2 where he's like, I'm going to rate, I'm at the seawall, I'm at the corner of this thing on a highway.
Right.
These are piss spots so that you as the viewer can access them, and I'll rank.
No, I hear it. It's like when Anthony Bourdain would do episodes on New York City, and you're like, that's kind of cheating.
You live there, bro.
You live there.
Yeah. So right away. All right.
Well, but it's
Take my
interesting.
fanny pack off.
Fanny pack.
All right, next is the belt. I can't afford a new belt. My belt broke. I got a bungee cord. All right, bungee cord.
Not a bad idea for a
Let's
belt.
go ass to couch. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ugh. Holy shit. All right, today's spot, my bedroom. Ugh. Fuck. All right. Whew.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right, piss is out. She's dribbling. We're good. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh shit! I got it all over my fucking boxes. All right. So let me show you. Very clear.
There's cigarettes
floating at the top. It's a good spot. So this is my bedroom. Let me put my pants up.
What kind of wall is this behind him? Is that a
Oh yeah.
closet or a?
I thought it was like those curtain flaps at first. You know.
No. He's got some trash
Like
on his
blinds.
bed. It looks like some debris.
Are you trying to tell me that the piss spots guy doesn't have a squeaky clean living situation? This is weird.
Holy shit!
Good piss.
All right. That was amazing. All right, so we got episode 3 reviewing the Bud Ice bottle. Great, it's great. Small hole, right? There's a small hole there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would say if you're gonna use a bottle or a can or whatever with a small hole, it's not necessarily the size of your dick. The accuracy relies in the destination of your piss stream. So, you have to be able to get the piss in the hole. It has nothing to do with putting your head in the hole, which I think is a big misconception.
That's actually pretty important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? There's
Play that last clip again. You will see something on the right side after he shows the mouth of it.
I would say if you're going to use a bottle or a can or whatever with a small hole, it's not necessarily the size of your dick. The accuracy relies in the destination of your piss stream.
Yeah,
So
there's piss
you have to
dripping
be able to get the piss in the hole. It has nothing to do with putting your head in the hole.
That's great.
So I would say if you have skill,
yeah.
All right, you know what? Maybe my ratings, my future ratings, should be based off skill levels. I would say skill level 2. I would say this is probably like a 2 or a 3. I've pissed in harder holes than this.
Pretty cool.
Well, what is neat about this show is that at first Piss Spots was just about the spots.
Right.
And now we're talking about technique. How does one pee inside of which containers? Things of that nature. Now, just to be clear here, he's saying you don't mash your dick head into the opening. You just shoot the stream. You aim a stream. Is that correct? Now, that to me would lend itself...
A lot of times people will see, a lot of times guys will be like, hey, piss in this. And if the opening is small, a guy will be like, how am I supposed to fit my dick head in
That's
there?
what I'm thinking. And yeah.
He's saying like, hey, what are you, a fucking idiot?
Right.
That's how a stupid person thinks.
Right.
Because you're not fucking the hole, you're just peeing in it. So use, he's like, just all you gotta do is aim. So he's, you know what I mean? He's attacking the logic of it's gotta
mash it in.
Yeah.
But allow me to retort, Yana, is that my theory is this version of a pissing container. If you miss the stream in the thing, won't you piss around the sides and get piss on your hands? It sounds to me like you're just getting piss on your hands. If you even mess up for a little bit, it's dangerous.
Sounds like you gave Joey something to counter with.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see here.
Like I said, okay.
Oh.
I just got piss on the floor. That's all right. We'll use this Taco Bell bag and we'll fucking wipe her up.
There you go.
This is nostalgia for me, dude. I got mom and stepdad merch from Christmas. Oh, dude, it's good. It's a good spot. It's home. It makes me feel home. It makes me feel comfortable.
You are home.
I don't feel uncomfortable pissing in this area.
It makes me feel like I'm home. You are home. I'm nostalgic for where I lived. You live there now.
It's a good point. And also, if we're going to do a home episode, why not piss in the toilet? That would be a neat piss spot to see as well. Don't you think? Like to see where the master hones his craft, if you will.
I think he's really anti-toilet. I think if you were to propose that, he might fucking just smash his head against the wall.
He's like,
toilet?
Bitch, yeah, you stupid bitch. You don't get it.
You don't get it?
Didn't you fucking understand anything,
The whole
Jenny?
thing is like you do it where you're seated already.
Oh, at the convenience
You
of
don't go
piss
over
spots.
there.
But-
That ruins piss spots. You're here.
But to me, this seems more difficult than just pissing in a toilet. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, no, you're right.
It's a lot more energy, effort.
A lot more, yeah. I mean, like I said, though, the whole thing about even being in something other than a car is really changing this whole show. I mean, I don't know if the producers all agreed to this or what, but it's really a new direction.
I would say, yeah. No, there's no intrusion. There's no outside people that will intrude on your review of the area.
Yep. And
Now-
finally,
Yeah,
a final ranking.
It's an old piss bottle too. Look how old that is. It's I have fermentation process going. Different weeks, different. Anyways, yeah. So bottles, I would say 4 out of 5 for the Bud Ice bottle. For the spot, I would give it an 8 out of 9. Yeah, complete nostalgia.
What's our ranking system?
Yeah.
I mean, you go to episode 1 and 2. I remember one of those places had a 5 out of 10. He goes, it was one ranking. 5 out of 10 piss bottles I give to this place.
Yeah.
Then the next episode, he had like a 5 out of 5. I'm like, what happened to the 10? Now we're 4 out of 5 on this, 8 out of 10 on that. There needs to be, the whole commission's going to come down on you, you know, if you don't have an agreed upon ranking system.
I agree, Tom. It is confusing the viewer. The rules need to be concise and clear.
I mean, this feels to me like honestly, like shady boxing judges,
Right.
You know, and then this guy's scorecard was. You're like, how are you even watching the fight? Like this whole thing, that's the part you need to revisit, Joey. This whole
Right.
concept is brilliant. Piss spots is going to be a hit, but we need to get the ranking system clear.
Can I tell you how stupid I am? I actually really enjoy piss spots.
It's
I'm
great.
starting to get into this show, and
It's a
I wish
great
it were
show.
a network series.
It kind of makes you wish that some people would get their shot on network TV.
I know.
You know?
You mean to tell me this isn't any better than some of the piece of shit shows they're airing now?
Do you realize, we discovered last night that we thought one of our go-to shows was back, and we missed 2 seasons of it? We missed 2
I
seasons
feel
of it.
like such a failure.
I know.
I'm like, what? Why have we not kept up on Love After Lockup?
Yeah.
We fucking, last night we go to look, we've
'Cause we
missed
got-
2 seasons.
We got obsessed with that show.
It's
And
so
we talked
good.
about it on podcast a bunch. We're like, the concept of that show, the premise is that somebody starts dating somebody in prison, and then when the person gets released from prison, there's a new reality, right? And the cameras follow them around,
Yeah.
and you get to see like, oh, this is way different than the previous arrangement where I didn't have to deal with you in person. There was fascinating drama and ridiculous stories, and it was all the while dramatic and hilarious. And then we're like, oh, there's a new season, season 5. And we're like, wait a minute. Did we miss season 4?
Well, there were
And we
all new
scrolled through it,
crackheads,
and then
all
we were
new
like,
people.
oh, wait, we missed season 3. So we have 3 seasons of a show to catch up on.
I'm so disappointed in us too. It's like, where are our priorities now as a married couple? That's
Yeah.
all we really got invested in this show. It's like, what the fuck are we doing with our lives?
It was super, super depressing.
Well,
I was bummed out. I'll tell you. Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I wanted to share my big revelation when I was sick last week.
Yeah.
I had the flu so bad. I had a fever for 2 days. I was really wrecked. And I made this decision. I had this epiphany.
Yeah.
Is that I think I'm going to start going to doctors now when I don't feel well. Because
Huge.
It's huge because I went to the doctor, our Dr. Dick.
Yep.
We share a doc. He's so good.
He's great.
By the time I got home, 2 hours later, I felt right as rain, man. And I was like, why? I should probably go to the doctor more. Like, I'm going to do this now as a regular
You've
practice.
always been like that. So weird.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. For years, I'm like, nah, I don't need to do that.
And I would be like, I'm sick. I'm going to the doctor. And she's like, why?
Yeah.
I'm like, because I'm sick.
I saw it as personal failure to go to a doctor. It's an admission that you're weak and you need, what do you need, medicine or something, crybaby?
And then now
I'm really on board. It's like I figured out to towel dry myself. This is just another thing in my evolution of piss spots. It's like it's like I'm entering the land of adulthood.
Okay,
it's so
when
weird.
you like step back and you look at those two things.
Yeah.
I'm using towels now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna see doctors now when I'm
Yeah.
sick. Do you feel like
Yeah.
that you have been in like an R-worded kind of
Which word is that, Tom?
do you feel like you're
What R word are you referring to?
Are you like
radical? Yeah.
You're like, I was the R word.
Yeah.
And now I'm breaking out of that.
Yes.
shell?
I feel like because I've always suspected that I'm a space alien.
Mhm.
And then shit like that just confirms it. Like,
I'm not
yeah,
retarded.
I
Yeah.
am. Something's different. Like,
Yeah.
I legit have problems. And then I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, that's true. I'm a fucking loser. And then not a loser, but I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm serious. I'm really into this thing now of like, every
Going
time
to
I
the
feel
doctor.
bad, I'm going to go
Yeah.
and just get medicine. And it helps so much.
It does help.
Dude, I was better like right away. I may even get physicals regularly now.
I saw this. They're really amazing. Physicals are great.
Right?
Everybody should get physicals. Yeah.
I know. I feel like especially because I'm over 40. I'm like
Yeah.
afraid now.
You
I'm
need
gonna
to do
die.
the yearly checkup. So I saw this in passing on Twitter over the weekend, and I'm so glad it caught your attention as well, because this is what America is about: ingenuity, rewarding people that take risks and do things. You know what I mean? This is what we live in, an entrepreneurial society, and you just got to go for it if you want something to happen.
It's been a wild week. I want to thank everybody that has joined my OnlyFans page. There's now more than 1,000 people that have signed up. That is such a blessing to me. Now, if you're interested in seeing my OnlyFans, you can certainly sign up. I would appreciate that, because that's where all the really good stuff is. The stuff I don't post on Twitter. Oh, and I'm still looking for volunteers, but please, you need to be in New Orleans. I don't want guys flying in from all kinds of places just to come fuck this old lady. That's not appropriate, I don't think.
I don't know where she draws
And
her
so
lines.
if you're in New Orleans, and if you are over the age of 35, then I would love to have you come over, and we'll do our thing, and we'll record it.
Record it?
And so you have to be okay being on camera. Now, if you need to have a pillowcase or something over your head, it's okay with me. That's just fine.
It's terrifying.
I'm easy. Oh, and a special shout out to Billy. My Billy.
What are you doing that for?
Do you think she has teeth?
Yeah, they're in there.
All of them?
You don't need them all. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bite. First of all,
Yeah.
what kind of content is Granny putting out?
Sucking and fucking.
Just straight up? That's
Yeah.
kind of vanilla in today's climate.
When you're 68?
That is kind of special. That is the lane, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a niche.
Yeah.
So, but I find it odd that her one boundary is location, location, location. If you're
Well,
not in New Orleans,
You know
I'm
what?
not having you.
I think I get it though.
Why?
Because from just having shot like sketches and stuff, you don't really want to deal with the hassle of somebody being like, the thing got delayed. Do you know
Oh.
where I should stay? Is it better to come at this time? What's the high? Should I rent a car?
Travel,
The
yeah.
whole travel thing.
Gotcha.
So she's like, just be local. Come over here. Pump me.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Suck
Can we give her a
souffle.
shout out? Do you know her handle?
Yeah, her Twitter handle is Terrytown Gal.
Terry. How do you spell Terry?
Terry Town Gal.
Terrytown Gal.
Terrytown Gal.
Wow.
No spaces, no underscores.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I saw that where she was like, it got retweeted like one of them like 40,000 times.
This?
No, a different one where she was like, just if you're looking to volunteer to fuck me, you know. I was like, what?
Jesus.
But yeah, she seems like a really nice
Let me see. So she'll do it for free, is what she's saying?
I think no, you're signing up to see it and paying. I think if you
the videos to make are free, is what she's saying, and then she'll put it up behind the paywall.
You're not getting paid to fuck her,
right?
Okay, but she's getting paid to show it.
Gotcha.
So is that a different one there, or is that the same
It's a
one?
nice
It's
house.
a different one.
No, this one hasn't. No, well, I mean, she puts up a lot of
a
lot of content.
One of them had thousands and thousands of tweets, retweets, and yeah, that's not it. I think it might have been the one where she was first announcing it. It had substantial retweets.
Okay, which one of you guys is going for it?
Who would do? Oh, Potter. Yeah.
Potter, would you let her make you come? She's got the secret.
Unfortunately, I'm slightly below the age requirements that she put out there. I'm
how old are you?
34, so I got to wait another year or two. Hey.
I mean, we could forge something.
Yeah, she's not gonna. Is she gonna check your paperwork, bro? How about we get you to New Orleans? Let's make this happen, and we'll just lie and say he's local.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if we go to New Orleans, could that be it? That might be it. Let's see that one.
Whoa.
Let's see that one.
Is that her slot?
Hold on. Yeah, start that over. Okay, here we go.
Good morning. I just had my first volunteer come over, and I posted 2 videos, one blowjob, one fucking, on OnlyFans.
Yep.
If you'd like to volunteer, let me know.
Oh.
Good morning.
Okay, so Potter, it's how does it? Is it a monthly fee? Is that what that? Does OnlyFans, is it like a once a month fee?
Well, the way that OnlyFans works is you can pay a monthly subscription, but then there's also, you could have locked content in the DM so that you can tip, maybe $15, $20, and then you unlock the content.
So in the one video that we first played, she goes, I have 1,000, so she could be making like some real scratch right now.
Hell
right?
yeah. I mean, I don't know what her monthly rate is. I mean, we could click and see, but, some they like to have the monthly subscription low to incentivize you to tip for the extra content.
Gotcha.
And then that's a real money.
But what's
there.
like a low monthly fee, like $3.99?
Oh, some of the pros do like $3.99.
Yeah. Okay. So
that means real low. But then you could do $20 a month, and then you're just getting the whole kit and caboodle right on the feed.
Got you. Okay. But even if it were that's at least an extra $4,000 now.
Yeah.
Right?
What she's doing here is she's using her Twitter to solicit volunteers to be in content with her.
Right.
And then she films it, and then she takes it to the OnlyFans, and then her subscribers get to watch her suck and fuck
strangers.
Whoever.
Not a bad business model, and kind of exciting if you think of
Would
a lane.
you actually do
not
it?
bad.
No,
Would I sleep with it? Here's my concerns. I think I could. I've never slept with a lady of this age. What's the lube factor? I mean, is it going to be just a rough go down there?
Well, here's the thing. There's no way she doesn't have. She's a pro.
She's got to lube up, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she's lubed up.
Of course, but do women this age get naturally wet still?
I think not, because she's after menopause. And
you
she's
can't
in
get
her
wet after that?
Well, you dry up. From what I understand, your hormones and stuff, it all fluctuates, and you kind of, you dry up. So she probably puts lube, and I think she might have gray pubes or maybe no pubes.
So how does a woman like this experience orgasm, though?
Lube. You can still orgasm. You just would need lubricant.
And you just go over there with a little WD-40 on your dingling.
Yeah, you really got to wax up, huh?
Yeah, you really do. Now, what if this is the secret? What if this is what makes you finish?
I don't think it will be, but it'll be fun to try.
Yeah.
It would be weird. She's like not my grandma's
What
age,
if it
but she would be?
What if it unleashes like this animal in you?
I'm scared that it could unlock a fetish I don't want to know about. You know, I could be like, I need my grandmama to, give me a Werther's original and suck my dick.
Like you immediately pull the hair and you squat over her face, and she's like, "Oh my!" And you're like, "I didn't know that was in me."
You've gotten so big since the last time I saw you.
Ugh, the grandma
Granny.
fantasy.
Yeah.
You know what's so fascinating about her is her matter of fact request delivery.
Well,
She's
I
just
think
like, if you would like to come over and fuck, or I'll give you a blowjob.
Well, she is in a need of content. She needs to make content.
I
so.
think that real unprofessional, like non-savviness to what we're seeing is what is attracting the. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you're saying. It's what's that called on the porn sites?
Amateurs.
Amateur.
Well, it's amateur,
yeah.
but it's like it's not just that she's an amateur. It's like she's authentically not savvy at the social media, probably at making porn, and I think people are fascinated by that aspect of it.
And can I tell you, it's not necessarily this age demographic, but that's the most fun thing about OnlyFans and like porn today is when like a normal girl is doing it.
Yeah, I get that. And I think that's what is the key to her success here. Is she is just like a granny looking lady. That's her house. She looks like she's crocheting as she's talking to you. And it's real. So
the other thing that
older
concerns me
ladies,
is the old lady smell. I'm looking at her now and like, could that be a thing? I'm not disparaging her.
Her vagina or just her?
Just like, how old people smell like that, like they're dying. I am concerned about that.
I think she's not old enough for that. She's 68.
Yeah,
I think that smell that you're talking about is a real thing. I think it's older.
Okay.
That's like deathbed smell. I think
80s,
Wait, but doesn't that come from their mouths? That old smell?
What could it come from their vaginas also, conceivably?
But
if
I'm
that's
saying
the case?
like dad mouth, that's a real thing that we've discovered, and that happens when you become a dad and you get dad
gums and dad tongue.
I also would be I would be triggered by her perfume if it was awful too, so I would make sure
work all this out, man.
I will, yeah, no, of course. I'm doing it in my mind as we speak.
How would you be affected by the world being able to see you in a porn?
I don't know that I would be the star. I think they would just see my penis, which is fine, and they'd see her doing whatever. Like she said, you can wear a sack over your head or something like that.
We all know those shoulders, though. You can't hide.
Yeah, that's true. I'd have to get some shoulder pillowcases over it. That's true. I am very... Well, I guess that's it comes with the territory.
Yeah, you're in the biz now.
Yeah, so...
Plus, you're already a sex worker, so I don't know. If
I would need a cut. I can't just be...
Oh, yeah.
That's
You'd
true.
be driving sales, though. People would be, going to see you, too.
Oh, like a crossover event kind of thing? Like.
Well, now, wait a minute. Can't you do a collaboration, much like YouTubers do?
Well, there are a lot of sex workers out there that collaborate, but oftentimes, these things are negotiated.
If you talk to her and we did, like some real promos for your porn on here, I bet you guys could clean up.
Dude, not to throw it in a tangent, when we go to Vegas, Alexis Fox wants to be in one of my sex works.
I don't. Who's that?
She's a porn star,
and she wants to be in one of your videos.
Yeah, she wants to collaborate on a sex work piece that I put out, a shoulder hair porn.
You guys are gonna do a shoulder hair one together?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She doesn't have any, but she's I have it, so I'm gonna bring that to the table.
Yeah, we thought it was
That's
you.
hot.
It's fun, yeah. I can't wait.
And she's gonna be like, "Ooh, that shoulder hair turns me on."
However she wants to bring to the table.
Wow.
Sorry, I digress. I don't think Granny's titties are that bad, though.
No, they're good. I was just gonna
nice
say
titties.
actually, she's got she's like hot for a granny.
Her neck looks good too. Usually the neck gets real old and the titties, but
right, her skin looks great.
She looks fine.
I've seen some granny porn that she looks way better than. I'll say that.
Yeah, she's done good. Her hair looks nice. Now, your parents don't smell bad. Like, your mom's old. She doesn't
That's
smell.
right. She doesn't have the old dead smell yet.
You know what I think that dead smell is? I think it's when they, like old folks' homes, when they pee in their beds and someone's not cleaning them.
Yeah.
I think it's a lack of hygiene. And dad mouth. Dad mouth is real. Everybody's dad's mouth smells like shit.
It's something about their skin. When it gets all like crusty and translucent and stuff, it starts to smell weird.
That's true. The crust, definitely.
But she doesn't look. She looks like she moisturizes.
Yeah.
She's got them big old titties.
Yeah.
Definitely.
God bless her.
Joshua, where can people see you?
I'm going to be in Sacramento, April 2nd through 4th. I'm going to be in Huntsville, Alabama, May 12th.
Ooh.
Nashville, May 13th. And I'm going to be in Chicago on May 20th.
This is great, man. Those
all
are great,
kinds of stuff.
Great cities, great gigs.
Yeah, so go to my Twitter and buy some fucking tickets.
Great. Gene, you'll really like this. This is
Okay.
from Tori. I don't know if you can see exactly what's going on here, but
Tori.
Yeah. He's in a public toilet. His neighbor's really struggling.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's gotta hurt so bad.
Oh my God. What?
We've all had it.
Everybody has heard this at one point. I always hear it at the LAX bathroom.
Yeah.
Women are always like, like
really?
Crying and farting and pissing and shitting. I think it's the travel.
Yeah.
Like travel dumps, you know?
Yeah, travel dumps will do it. Hemorrhoids will do it.
This is terrible.
Really spicy food will do it. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Last night you had stomach problems from eating sugar.
Oh my God.
But did you brown?
Because I've been pretty sugar free. We went out to dinner with friends. Fuck, man. And then insisted on dessert. And I was like, all right. And then I took, I don't know, too many bites. And then immediately, like I had been away from it for a while. Oh man, like pains. I was like, oh fuck. I'm sitting there in bed and I go, this, it's uncomfortable, but I'm tired. I fall asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up in the same discomfort, burping.
Is it gas?
I was like, fuck. Yeah, I just felt horrible.
That's
I felt
weird.
horrible.
It's terrible.
It's crazy that it can be just that, like a few bites of something with an ingredient that makes you, made me feel terrible. Made me feel terrible. Yeah, but it didn't go quite like this. I've had that many times.
Everyone's had.
Yeah.
I think our whole staff has had that kind of a painful hot dump.
How is
God damn.
I didn't know this. There's a Charo song?
What?
Oh. Yeah. So let me set this up.
Okay.
So our favorite singer, Kyle C.
Kyle C is of course famous for the song
I once went to see a doctor with my mom. She wanted to see an acupuncturist that she had heard of. It turned out that this physician wanted to treat me as well.
Okay, so that's those freaking needles,
Yeah.
That's the guy, Kyle C. And okay.
So he did something really cool. First of all, he's been sending us a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But this is one that I thought was worth sharing. Was he gave us just the vocal track of a new song that he sang about Charo's fart.
Oh.
And so I think, with the combination of some of our very talented fans, this could be the next, club banger,
So this is
and it's real special. Yeah.
And this is the lyrics only.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to listen to music. Okay, here we go.
Churro, 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 do you need some churros, churros, churros to give us funds? One of those lung farts, give us funds. One of those lung farts, cause they're amazing. They're amazing. You're by far the queen of farts. You're by far the queen of farts, 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 farts. Churro, churro, churro. Do you need some churros, churros, churros to give us funds? One of those lung farts, give us funds. One of those lung farts, cause they're amazing. They're amazing. You're by far the queen of farts. You're by far the queen of farts, 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 farts.
Pretty good, man.
I like how he said churro, churro, churro. You need some churros, churros, churros. It's nice. It's
had,
good.
Like those calculated pauses. That I think someone can really play with that. That's
a really good actual good song.
If you take a stab at it, please when you email us at yourmomspodcast@gmail.com, and the subject line put Charo Fart Kyle C remix so we know what we're listening to and looking for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your parents came to Tampon to visit me on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And so the fans got to meet Top Dog.
Yeah, how was that?
It was amazing. He was so happy, and some people even asked him to tell them blonde jokes.
Oh my God.
And it was so special, and he did, and he was so lovely. He was so happy.
Yeah.
And they were great. Your mom
Good.
got ripped. I got them a nice bottle of Champers,
Yeah.
and she got ripped, bro. It was really fun.
Cool,
She had a
man.
good time.
Yeah, she was pretty drunk. I remember that. I talked to her that night.
super
And my dad
hammered.
was like, people like me, and
Yeah, they do.
enjoy meeting me.
They did.
Okay.
And people were like going up to Charo and taking her picture and complimenting her on her fart video.
Yeah.
And she really liked that too.
That's pretty great. Gene.
Oh.
Where are you going to be?
March 7th here in Pasadena at the Ice House. 2 shows. I think they're almost sold out, so get on it. Then I do Miami Improv, and then I go to Addison Improv, that's in Dallas, Texas. Caroline's Comedy Club in Jew Dork Titties. Des Moines, Iowa at the Funny Bone. New Westminster, British Columbia at the House of Comedy. Fartniks, Arizona at Stand Up Live. Cleveland, Ohio at Hilarities. And then San Antonio, Tejas at the LOL Comedy Club. Tickets at Christina P. Is that your LOL?
That's my LOL.
Good job.
I will be in Las Vegas, March 6th and 7th at the Mirage in Las Vegas, Terry Fator Theater. Then I will be in, Harrah's Resort in Valley Center, California, April 18th. I have some Spanish shows in Tejas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio in April. Back to the Mirage, May 29th and 30th. Then I go to West Palm Beach at the Improv June 5th and 6th. Miami on the 7th. And then I'm back at the Mirage July 17th and 18th. Just added Atlantic City. That is August 5th at the Borgata in Atlantic City. That's August 5th. And then one more time, the Mirage in October. Very excited to be playing there. Tickets are at tomsegura.com/tour. Before we break, here's that one FedSmoker tribute that came in from Rainbow by Rainbow VHS. Check this one out.
With a hole in my heart and a burn on my head, I was mid-feather when I learned he was dead. Piss jug in hand and a cold yellow top. Well, there ain't no proto for a man's broken heart. FedSmoker, meth toker, just a bright-eyed joker. He's tracking down chomos for YMH promos, and sometimes the star burns too bright. You feather angels' wings tonight. Double agents live hard and their hearts can explode. This double agent went down at the side of the road. First thing God hears when the pearly gate closes, you can share my cloud if your twat smells like roses. FedSmoker, meth toker, just a bright-eyed joker. He's tracking down chomos for YMH promos, and sometimes the star burns too bright. You feather angels' wings tonight. Sometimes the star burns too bright. You feather angels' wings tonight. We're gonna miss you, FedSmoker.
That was beautiful.
Yep, we'll be back. This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Whoop.
Love it.
I love this thing. The best fitness tracker out there, collects physiological data 24/7 to provide the most accurate, actionable understanding of your body. Measures things like heart rate, resting heart rate, heart rate variability, sleep, recovery, and strain. A mountain of data is collected by Whoop, and then you're analyzing your own data like you're a stock, like you're a Fortune 500 company, which you are, and you need to understand how that division of the company is doing poorly and how this one is doing great. And then you can fire that guy, which is like, your sleep. I love it. I do. I absolutely love it. It's fascinating to me to see how your body responds to all these different things. You know, did you travel that day? Were you drinking that night? How everything works. Whoop works with the best from the NFL to CrossFit, Navy SEALs, but the insights apply to all of us. See how your body responds to stresses, good and bad, and then adjust to make tomorrow better than yesterday. Think about the difference it will make knowing not only how your body feels every day, but why it feels that way. All that data, man, it's fascinating. Go to Whoop.com right now. Use the code YOURMOM at checkout for 15% off your membership today. Whoop.com. The code is YOURMOM, YOURMOM at checkout. 15% off your membership today. Thanks, Whoop. We're rolling, so you have to save your HGH stories for next time. So I see that your muscles are growing. It has been way too long since an OG guest of ours, the Tony Hinchcliffe, the roast master lieutenant.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm an under-ranking militant official.
I saw Jeff. Jeff did great on that TNT roast the other day. It was like they had one professional.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it, but that's what I heard.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that. Who was
I just
you
saw
roasting?
clips. I saw that they roasted. He roasted the guys that host the show: Shaq, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. And they had a panel. You know, they did like a mini roast. And I just saw clips. I saw clips, and everybody. What I saw was that everybody was like, Jeff. And I was like, yeah, he's done it a few times. Yeah.
Well, Tony, you're a killer too. I love your jokes. You're so funny.
I roasted this is where the difference between me and Jeff's career. I roasted the general manager of the Comedy Store who's leaving after 4 years. I roasted him two nights ago.
What? Who?
Jody Barton. Oh. He is moving on to a filmmaking career.
Really?
And, yeah. Wow. I mean, they put on a little roast in the main room of the Comedy Store after the show ended. So a lot of.
Were you close with Jody?
Pretty close. I mean, I'm close to like everybody there. You know, I'm always there doing the podcasts and this and that and crazy stuff. So
I love how the Comedy Store invites people to stuff. They're always like, if you heard about it, you know. If not, too bad.
Yeah, they don't have time for that
they
shit.
Don't
well,
ever
you're lucky
invite
that
people.
you're on that thing. Not a lot of people get those invites.
No, I didn't get invited.
Oh.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I didn't get invited. I would like to have been invited. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Tom gets invited. He doesn't tell you about it?
Tell me you got invited?
I got invited.
God damn it.
I got invited.
Oh.
I get secret texts and stuff and messages from them. They're like, we have some pretty cool things going on.
God damn it.
You're invited to all of them.
Thanks.
Please don't tell anyone else.
Your jokes are very funny. And
Thank
we were
you.
talking about my husband getting a vasectomy.
Yes.
And I can't wait for it. When's
You
it
want to do
gonna
that
happen?
too?
Oh, yeah. Vasectomy's the way to go.
And you can just pound.
Pound,
ground
pound.
and pound.
And you can just let it go wherever you want.
Not wherever you.
Sure you can.
Full mount.
Full mount. You can just dump and just, there's a little left. And then
dump and trump.
Stupid.
You can
Presidential.
top off the tank.
Yep. Unleaded premium.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be a little different because there's no swimmers in there. What will the consistency
It'll
be
be the
like?
same. It'll be the same because you're confusing where the seminal fluid is made with sperm, and all you're cutting out is sperm. So
Awesome.
same size loads.
Really?
Yep.
Because your loads are hefty.
That's what I'm all about. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how I got here.
I know.
Runs in the family.
Do you have big loads too? Or
Are we
where
talking
you're-
about the size of loads? Because I'll tell you, I'm honestly, I would put my load size up there with anybody.
What?
You want to have? Maybe we should do this on the air. Tom versus Tony load
I would
competition.
I would do
like
it.
this.
I would do it.
Let's go in the bathroom and everyone dispose of their loads.
This could be the new
This is
weight
a-
loss challenge.
Hashtag who came more. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. see
Loads of fun with Tom and Tony. We could have one of those mesh podcasts
Every week
that
we come
everybody's
back,
doing.
"Ugh, here's what I got.
But see,
Little
with
cup.
you, Tony, I would venture that your loads weren't as healthy only because I'm aware of your eating habits and you eat like once a week. You're not a big eater.
That's not true. You got it all wrong. I just
Whoa.
look like I eat once a week. I eat like I'm like the Joey Chestnuts of the comedy scene. Like I can
Oh.
eat
You
and
can
eat
eat.
and eat, and I don't gain
You don't
any
gain.
weight. I'm like a hot dog eating.
Have you ever gone for
competitor.
like a day where you're like or a week where you're like I'm gonna go fucking crazy this week, like
Yeah.
pancakes every day.
What do you
and-
eat?
I eat so much. You guys would be shocked to know.
Tell us, like, what did you eat yesterday?
So, okay, yesterday, yesterday I had Bao, which is a dumpling place.
Yes.
So much dumplings. Like I eat until I feel sick. I eat as much as a couple would eat.
Really?
Yeah.
So your capacity is high.
It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. And I get a big belly just for like my metabolism's so fast, or like how I'm built is so crazy that when I eat, I get this little like Ethiopian sick boy gut.
Yeah. So cute.
And then 30 minutes later, it just
gone.
goes back in, just a 6-pack.
See, but here's what I'm wondering. Is
The
it
way you said that, just that thing you'll never see on your body. 6-pack.
But do you think that his idea of what a lot of food is, like, you know how like hot girls on Instagram?
I love to eat
and
so
you're like,
much.
no, you don't.
One thing you guys don't know is how much I love food.
They don't. They'll be holding like 2 chicken nuggets. I'm
I know.
stuffed.
Food's my favorite.
Yeah. It's
like,
not
no,
their
it's
favorite.
not.
It's not.
You don't like food, you dumb twat.
Such a liar. They only do it to prove that they don't have eating disorders.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
they're
do.
trying to counter that
Yeah.
whole. Like when you're like, oh, you need to eat. They're like, what are you talking about? All I do is eat.
All I do is eat.
I eat water. I eat ice.
Yeah.
I eat cow.
That's what anorexics say. So, but what do you think a normal, like, okay, let's say there's a pizza that gets delivered here. It's like 8 slices. How many of those slices do you eat?
Well, if there was only one pizza and you guys were all here,
this is just for you. You're sitting down just to you.
If we're being honest, I'll eat the entire pizza.
By the way, I just want to point out
Wow.
a very thoughtful response is how he started. He was like, well, there's people here.
Well,
and
that's
we
an
can each have
illusion.
it."
He's
That's not true.
pretending to be thoughtful.
I'm a nice
we all
guy.
know, Tony. Come on.
People get it twisted. Just because I make fun of people and roast people.
Yeah.
I
No,
share
we love
pizza.
you. We
You
love
share
you.
pizza.
I share pizza, and then I'm incredibly mean to the people around me.
Do you think you eat more than Redban?
No. Well, actually, it's pretty close.
You probably shared a lot of meals, right? You guys
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's just the quality of food and the times that we eat are very
Do
different.
you guys have a similar metabolism?
Yeah.
You guys have a similar build? Like, do you guys eat the same?
No. He eats in bed a lot. He's proud of it too, it seems. Like he'll Instagram just dropping food all over himself and his dogs in bed. Oh, it's unreal what he like puts out there.
He ate poo-poo one time.
Yes, he did. Top 10 moment on YMH last year.
He was eating a girl's butt, and then he said he tasted something, and then he realized it was her turd that came in her mouth.
Oh.
And then he said he put it back in her butthole.
Oh yeah, that
like-
sounds like it could be part of his act. This is probably the closer. This is his brand, people. Does that make sense? You can push a turd back into a butthole. We all know that. That makes the most sense.
It's so impossible.
It's like putting water back in a faucet.
Right.
Like, it's not really going
I never thought of that logically because it's like getting the toothpaste back in. You don't.
Yeah.
I've never thought.
Well, then he said that he smeared his lips all over her butt, and there was brown all over,
Yeah. Well,
She was a nice girl, though. She was a real nice girl.
Sweet girl.
Yeah.
Sweet girl.
No buts about it.
Have you ever licked a brown? Do you eat butt?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Absolutely. If you're in the mood and the lighting's right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it under like on a dentist chair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like bright lights or anything like that. I don't want to see anything, I don't want to smell anything. Give a little, you got to pretend. You guys you've never done that?
What?
I've done it.
Never,
He's licked my booty, but I won't lick his booty.
Right.
Well, I mean, don't you feel like that's normal to not want to lick a man's hairy ass?
I guess so.
Because
Maybe
he's hairy.
Maybe you should try. You guys probably have like a nice, like one of those big luxury stand-in showers now, right? You guys are living that good life. You guys don't have a regulation-sized tub shower.
That's true.
You guys are wildly successful.
And
you have a sliding door or like one of those swinging doors.
That is, first of all, you're correct on both fronts.
Yeah.
And also, it's a perfect time to talk about the Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0.
Yes.
You can trim your ball, taint, and asshole hair.
You got the 3.0.
Yeah. No, but he's right. We do. We could make it nice and clean down there. For you.
Yeah, but listen. Stop. The point is, even if you put soap on your dirt whistle and you soap it up and you wash it off, it's still an area that is riddled with bacteria.
Not in the moments right after you clean it.
I didn't hear you saying this about your asshole that he licks.
My asshole is clean. It's his hairiness and his bigness and his. I hear his dumps through the wall every morning, Tony.
Through the wall.
Yeah.
You guys got to get some of this soundproof. You guys have extra.
You do not hear it through the wall.
Every day of my life.
You did not hear it today.
Tommy.
You sat there. You were like, what happened? How'd it go? It was normal.
Tommy.
It was a normal dump.
It was not. I hear it all the time.
It was a normal dump today.
I don't think so.
Why do you say no?
Never normal.
What does it sound like?
Smells
there was no
sour.
Wait. Now, because now everyone's going to accuse you of lying because you're lying right now. There was nothing. There was no sound today.
What does
there
it
was nothing
sound,
like it.
Does it sound like an episode of Two Bears, One Cave in there?
But I do. I hear you.
Wait a minute.
What? What?
This is how. Look, you're
What?
fibbing. You're fibbing right now. You didn't hear anything today.
I'll tell you what. I didn't hear so much because I was across the room.
Wait.
Where I normally
there was no
sit.
sound.
Can I just ask when you do hear
There
things?
was no sound today.
Okay.
But I would say.
Okay, but listen.
Majority
we're
of
talking about
dumps.
today. We're talking about today, and you're like you implied that you heard something, but you didn't.
Okay, let me put it this way then. You're right. Maybe not every single. Sorry. Okay.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay. You got me. Not every single. But however, Your Honor, I know when you've browned just by the sourness in the air after. It's sour, smelly dumps.
How often does your booty hole get licked?
No, not often. No, I'm not.
Yeah, what animal's gonna do that?
I'm not into. It would shock the world to know, but I'm not into anything that has to do with my booty at all.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah. Everybody thinks I'm gay, but
Why
I
do
can't
you
even.
think
I can't
that?
Everybody
Why
thinks
do
you're
they
gay?
think you're gay?
No, I mean not everybody, but you know what I mean. People.
What? Like, because you have a gay face?
The face, the voice, the overall demeanor, the jokes about women, the way that I dress, the form-fitting clothes, the sports car, the overcompensating in many ways, daily facial moisturizer, the witch hazel spritz that I like to use before leaving the house, the gourmet coffee that I get every single day, the music
your voice
that I
is
listen
kind
to.
of gay too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget your voice.
Oh, I mentioned that. That was number two.
Oh, was that number
Yeah,
two?
that
Sorry.
was number
two.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
That was a great list.
That's true.
It was
That is
very
a good-
honest.
My love of penises and men's buttholes. But no, the doctor once checked for. They were checking me
If you
to
were
see
gay?
if my appendix. Yes, exactly. They're like, all right, you're gonna feel a little something.
Yeah.
Tell me if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Wait, they checked your appendix?
I guess they thought that perhaps sometimes appendicitis does this thing where I guess it drops or something like that, like out of the normal area, and they were checking me for that. So it's the one time I had a finger in my butt, and it was. I don't know if it's like the doctor just had a girthy finger or something like that.
It feels massive, huh?
Dude,
I was
how
not
old are
into
you?
it. I'm 35.
Dude, when you get the regular, I don't know if it's just my doctor, but the regular prostate check now, it's not, and I'm not exaggerating. It is, they don't, you assume like, well, you know that this isn't, I'm not accustomed. So you assume like he'll be like, I'm going to be, I don't know, in my mind, I'm going to be really gentle with how I do this. Checking your prostate is one of the most aggressive thrusts that I've ever.
Let's talk about it. I want to know.
Fuck,
Show me
man."
how he
And
does
I
it.
was like, hey, like I was yelling back, and he was like, I'm check, and he was like, and then he was like, really digging down in there.
He's
like,
trying to like,
he's
get
like,
you
"I gotta
off,
check." I
bro.
was
This
like,
guy's into
"Fuck,
you,
man."
He's a big fan.
Well, I was. That hurt. That hurt when he did it. I was sore afterwards.
So many questions. So he wears a glove.
Yeah.
And then he lubes. He uses a lot.
he spits on his bare hand and just goes for it.
It is an outrageous amount of lube. Outrageous.
Good. But does he go in slowly? Does he
Well,
start?
that's the thing. He's like, you're gonna feel something, and then he put. I had it in my act for a while that
Yeah.
because he did do this. Like you're in the fetal position, right? You're laying on your side.
Is this afterwards? Or
So your knees are up to your chest, and he's like just a tub of lube, and he goes, you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure, and that is my cock. That's my finger. So that was funny. That was legit funny. And I thought, like, I don't know, for some reason I thought it was gonna be like a fingertip. Like I didn't put together our anatomy and how he would check the prostate.
Right.
So I just feel the pressure, and you're like, ooh, it's there. Thinking like, okay, just count to 10 and this will be over. And then he's like, boom,
just
like
keeps
just
getting
all the way in, and
more
then
and more. It turns out your
he's
doctor
got
has
a-
Dennis Rodman fingers.
He has huge fucking alien
Deep.
fingers, and with every thrust, I was like, oh, like this is rape. Like this felt so aggressive. Yeah. I came, but it was like it was after.
Right.
When I was thinking about it.
Did Brown come out?
For sure. Yeah. Because he gave me tissues. He's like, wipe yourself.
You should have had Redban help push it back up in there. Turns out he's the doctor's assistant.
Oh my God. It's I'll tell you, if you're not at all prepared or used to it was semi-traumatic. Oof.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Because they check women's beeholes too.
And that's a finger, man.
Yeah.
A finger. Imagine that big old dong.
Imagine.
I don't like it.
4 fingers in there.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
I don't like it at all.
You want to try it?
Nope. I'm very sensitive down there. I mean, it's so much brown. I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it.
You guys ever put fingers in his other's butts?
He's put a finger in my butt, but I won't put a finger in his butt.
I've had a finger in my butt.
Seems like there's a lot more giving going on from Tom than there is from...
Oh, yeah.
No, I do other stuff that I don't get credit for.
Yes, this is all true.
He does butt stuff. I don't do butt stuff. That's the give and the take.
I've enjoyed a finger in there before. Many, many years ago.
Who put their finger in your butt? The
dirty
African?
birdie. A dirty birdie did it.
The HIV lady?
We have nicknames for some of the past girls.
Scallywags. The girl that gave you AIDS?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was her. I know it was her.
No.
Because you always reminisce about how nasty she was.
Oh, let me remember it.
Oh, stop.
Oh, you remember who it was.
Of course he does.
Oh, yeah.
That felt good.
Ah.
I have to takes a moment to remember, and then it's like, oh, yeah.
But it's so hot in there. His beehole is so hot and hairy. I'm
How
so
do you know
afraid of
that?
it. Because I've grazed and I've joked.
Right.
And I've touched like every part of his. I mean, come on, he's my baby daddy.
Right.
So
you can't be afraid of the scrum.
But I'm
And I
afraid.
imagine that members of his team are going to be spending a lot of time preparing for the next debates, trying to figure out how to, deliver those kinds of concise answers that you need to if you're going to be competitive on those stages.
Absolutely. You got to be prepared to get in that scrum. Can't be afraid of the scrum. All right, Jill Colvin, thank you so much.
And I have a scrum.
What?
And you have to get in there.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Get in there.
Wait.
Get in that scrum.
Is that a real word?
My scrum.
Is scrum real and we don't know? Is it a political term?
No, a scrum is like a melee, like a bunch of people.
I did not know. I thought scrum was just related to.
You got to be prepared to get in that scrum.
I thought we invented scrum.
We didn't invent scrum, but a scrum has there's a number of definitions for scrum.
Is it like a sailing term, like a pirate term? The scrum. You gotta lift the scrum,
so
hoist the scrum.
In rugby, the term scrum is what they're basically adapting here, right? Like the group together, right? Like
scrum.
You guys, when you refer
battling.
to scrum, that means butthole.
Yeah. That's how we describe the scrum. Is like you need to eat my scrum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this inequality that you guys have, like he's fingered your butt.
It's
he's
been a
licked
long
your butt.
time. Before children, I've had 2 episiotomies, which means my taint has been thoroughly cut through childbirth.
Oh.
So like, dude, that line between my vag and my beehole is pretty narrow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's tenuous.
It's like the wall between your bathroom that he poops in that you can hear. Like your vagina can hear all the poop.
Right. So I'm a little
What about
scared.
just like kind of taking another step in the role play kind of fashion, setup? Do something different. You know what I mean?
This is Jeremy Ewing again, and I just want to tell you, I want you to be my prison daddy. I want to be your little prison toilet.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
He wants to be the
I
prison.
want you to pee on me, and I want you to do it in front of everybody I know, and you know, so everybody together knows that I'm your little sissy toilet.
What about something like this?
This guy doesn't have any keys hanging up on his key holder there on the wall. Who has a key holder with no keys?
That's what you took from this?
This is the weirdest Joker audition tape I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
It
You know how
does
he
look
must
like
have
the
gotten so
Joker.
much, like when they announced like I'm gonna direct a Joker movie, people were like, I'm the Joker.
Oh yeah.
And just started throwing together their own tapes. It's gotta be amazing. But
Oh, you should see on the talk. There's a lot of Joker wannabes on there, and it is terrifying.
Yeah.
I like that he doesn't have any keys. He doesn't have a car, Tony. He doesn't have
I'll even screw dogs. I'll even suck little doggy dick for you.
Whoa.
Please make me your prison bitch.
I like his eyeshadow.
I like his mouth shadow, too. What's going on there?
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy,
Jeremy, hi.
and you probably remember me from my last video. But I'm Zager's prison bitch, and I want to be his little doggy bitch, and I want to be his toilet.
Wow, I didn't realize Redban was writing internet videos for people.
He's got a cool corkboard with like things
To-dos.
Yeah, things I got to do today.
Yeah,
Don't forget to make your prison bitch video.
That's his vision board, Tom.
Yeah. Kanye has one of those.
Duh.
Please, Daddy Zager. Please call me. You know how to get a hold of me.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
He really got that.
That's pretty hot. Yeah.
I want you to pee on my tramp stamp. And I want you to make me your little sissy prison bitch.
Do you get it or
anything
not?
For you, Daddy
I feel like it's not clear yet.
Anything. I just want to be your little prison bitch.
All right.
But wait a minute. Does he want to suck dog dicks, or does he want to be your prison bitch? I'm a little confused on the ask.
Yeah.
What do
There's
you
a lot
think?
going on there. I mean,
Yeah.
well, the dogs aren't allowed in prison, so the
Right. Well, what is it, dude?
This guy's got a lot going on.
It's a good way
have keys.
to describe
And
it.
he's got his Christmas ornament still up in the background, which is super weird.
No magnets on the fridge.
No.
Lots of oh, there is a little something on the fridge. Actually, that looks like a brand new fridge. That looks like the thing that tells you how much energy is being used on the refrigerator.
Most importantly, we learned this guy needs keys, man.
Yes.
That's what I took
The
from this.
key mystery.
The key mystery.
He got sissy tramp stamped on him, babe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you mess with like do you ever get like a subscription to any like, porn service or anything like that?
No.
No, OnlyFans?
Fans?
OnlyFans?
Fans only.
Like
No.
OnlyFans.
What's that?
Like a an adult performer can create a site page dedicated to like their own content, and you pay them directly. It's kind of like it basically came out of the fact that tube sites exploded, and then they couldn't monetize their things anymore. So now they're taking control of their content, and then like you can just sign up and
It's been a wild week. I want to thank everybody that has joined my OnlyFans page. There's now more than 1,000 people that have signed up.
Oh.
That is such a blessing to me.
She's 1,000
Now, if you're
people.
interested in seeing my OnlyFans, you can certainly sign up. I would appreciate that. Because that's where all the really good stuff is. The stuff I don't post on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm still looking for volunteers, but please, you need to be in New Orleans. I don't want guys flying in from all kinds of places just to come fuck this old lady. That's not appropriate, I don't think.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
And then you shoot the scene with her, and then she uploads it to her site. And you don't.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. When are you playing New Orleans? Then?
Yeah.
Wow. So
It's pretty cool.
that's what's happening?
That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
My goodness.
Yeah.
She just seems like a nice old lady.
Right.
She does.
Which is the appeal we kind of uncovered is that the normalcy of her. Like she genuinely is a grandma who's going to bake you cookies and then put a knitting needle up your butt.
Yep.
Right. And she's got a good rack. If you look at her rack,
It's a pretty nice
not
rack.
bad.
And also, you fit the criteria, which is.
And so if you're in New Orleans, and if you are over the age of 35,
Oh.
then I would love to have you come over.
Actually.
And we'll do our thing, and we'll record it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. I feel like she's talking
And
directly
so
to
you
me.
have to be okay being on camera.
I am.
Now, if you need to have a pillowcase or something over your head, it's okay with me. That's just fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Thank you.
easy.
Oh, I bet.
And a special shout out to Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Even Billy, who probably bought a ticket to New Orleans, paid, right, all that, he needs to feel a little dirty when he gets a shout out like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, geez, that's a little too much.
Jesus
do you
Christ.
think she has teeth or not? That's the big
I
debate.
do. I really do. I think
What
she
do
has
you
teeth.
think, Tony?
I think when she wakes up in the morning, she probably doesn't. I think you sleep with those things in.
Speaking of.
Lord knows she'll swallow them by habit.
Speaking of nice older ladies, how's Joy?
Well, no, what a perfect segue.
Yes. She's one of the all-time great people who don't know. If you just started listening to the show 1 or 2 or even 5 years ago, you don't know that one of I consider the pinnacle moments was we had we talked to you. You told us about your outrageous childhood and upbringing, and how your mother was a bookie.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And then we got her on the phone, and we kind of role played one time about like what happens when somebody
that's right.
doesn't have the money to pay you what they owe you. And she switched back into bookie mode so fast.
Do you remember her famous phrase?
A very famous line. Tom
Yes.
said, Joy, and she's a sweet old lady, and he goes, she's in it.
Because your money's always due Tuesday.
Right.
Right? Because they're trying to get you to bet on Saturday, on Sunday, and then they want you to bet on Monday Night Football. So she goes, we always leave, Mondays are open. You can bet on that game. So all money is due Tuesday.
You have to pay on Tuesday.
Yeah. So I
Tom
said,
But what if I can't pay?
I said, well, look, I can't pay you.
Yeah.
I don't have it right now, but what'll happen is I'll get it to you by Wednesday.
And then
she said,
there's no such thing as Wednesday.
That's right.
But with like a meteor pause in between,
Yes.
there was this 3 seconds. That
She was
powerful.
on the phone. I go, all right, I'm playing the guy. And I was like, but I'll get it to you by Wednesday. And it was just silence. There's no such thing as Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, fuck. I felt it in my heart.
I did too. And that's like some of the closest I've been to it in a long time. I was raised on it, just that being a normal thing, and numbers and this and that, and Ohio and PA and all these things you'd hear because of the lotteries and the betting and this and all the normal terminology. But to hear her switch back into that,
it was like that, like somebody hit a switch on the light, I was like, whoa.
There's no such thing. It's existential.
No such thing
It's
as
like,
Wednesday.
oh my God.
And I love The Sopranos and Goodfellas and all that old school stuff. But there's something about a lady that you just heard laughing and giggling and say, I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys crack me up. And then the switch.
She switched. And I remember, even though I was, role playing with her, immediately I was like, yep, I'll have it for you.
Yeah.
He actually paid her on Tuesday.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I haven't even placed a bet, but here's some money.
Well, she and I were on Facebook for a minute, emailing just back and forth, passing through town. Are you, she's a sweet lady.
She really is. And she's got nothing going on. She's 73 and as retired as it gets. She'll hit up anybody.
Why don't you ever start an OnlyFans?
You know what? She might.
My assumption about this lady I know, we did some dig. She's 68. I think she probably just recently retired and was like, it would be nice to have some extra income.
Yeah.
Look at those thin lips making the money.
Oof.
Look at those little
It's
flatbreads.
crazy to think flatbreads.
I mean that.
Holy shit!
I think the guy with blue eyes had more lipstick on than her.
Guys, she charges $12.99 a month.
That's a lot.
I didn't realize that.
What?
And she has over 1,000 new subscribers.
And do you have to tip her to see the content?
She has 1,600 subscribers.
Do the math, Tom. What's that math?
I'll tell the
Can
math
you
in
guys
my
do
head.
math?
Hold on 1 second. Tick, 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 tick. Hold on. I'm still calculating in my head.
$13.
And then it's $20,784.
So let me ask you this: how many videos do you think she puts out a month?
I don't know. She said, "Come over. I'll suck and fuck you, and we'll put up some videos."
Did these guys wear condoms with her?
We don't know. There's a way we could know if you'd go to New Orleans for us. I'll buy you a plane ticket.
Can't we get a membership for a day and just do some research?
We sure can.
Let's do it. Go for it.
Go ahead and use the company card for that one. And share the password just for our own research purposes.
Educational.
She's got great traps on her. Look at it. Yoel Romero trapezoids up there.
She does.
She's got shoulders.
She seems like a really sweet lady, though.
Totally.
So wait, Joy is just chilling in retirement?
She's doing great, yeah. She's killing it. She comes out, sees me whenever I'm around town. She's doing great. The roof caved in recently. That was a big deal.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was a little snowstorm over the winter and the roof caved in. But that's exciting for her because they have nothing going on. I mean, nothing. She just lives this life of, the newspaper guy's 15 minutes late today.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's like a story.
But don't you feel like now would be a great time to pick up that bookie thing again? She would fly so under the radar. Who's gonna suspect?
Yeah,
Sweet old lady.
She's okay. You know, she's got shoe boxes filled with cash underneath her bed. She's as happy as
She's
can
loving.
be.
Okay.
She did it. She's out. She's all the way out.
Did you ever? I don't know if you're being exposed to it young. Did you ever gamble afterwards, like as an adult?
Not really my thing. No. I bet on a few of my favorite fighters if I'm in Vegas and I'm walking by the sportsbook place on my way to work, sit with Joe or whatever, if I'm going with him to an event.
That's the only time I've done it too, man. I grew up like a sports kind of, super fan. I love sports, and I never had the bug for it, which I'm thankful for. But I've only bet when I'm in Vegas, walking by the sportsbook, and I go like, oh, I guess so. And even that, I'm not good at it. Like I'll know everything about the game and the teams, but the bet is set up in a way where I'm like, oh, I mean, it's amazing. I bet one time on a huge spread, and it came down to, it was some ridiculous thing like 30 point, and then the team that was getting their ass kicked a field goal in the last 3 seconds, so that that the bet would have been covered. And then that insignificant 3 points changed it. I'm like, how do they fucking even come up with this shit?
Yeah.
Where I lost the bet because of a last-minute field goal that had no bearing on the game.
They're good at that stuff.
They really are.
Those people that do that are really good at it.
Couldn't believe it. Yeah.
We went back. I took the whole crew to Youngstown, Ohio, where I'm originally from. The whole Kill Tony main crew.
Yeah.
Me, Redban, Jeremiah, and Joel Jimenez. And we ate at my father's Italian restaurant.
Joey.
Yeah.
Huge fans. It's still around.
Yeah. And he went back in the kitchen, made us an unbelievable meal. I mean, it was so good. People's eyes were watering at how unbelievable this Italian food was. And we sat around that night because I never have, I haven't brought people that I work with there ever in my life. So it was an exciting thing, and we drank wine, and him and his girlfriend told us the most unbelievable stories. I have to wait until they literally are no longer with us to repeat any of these stories.
Really?
But
Wow.
something to look forward to in the future is the stories that I'm going to get to tell you one day. I literally have to wait.
What is he like
until
these days?
As chill as it gets.
In the 70s also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of just waiting for everything to, mellow out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, maybe, it's just incredible to see these.
Do you talk to him openly about everything? Do you ask him the questions you really want to ask and stuff? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that he tells me now. It's really interesting. He told the whole crew.
That happens to guys in that stage of life. Because my dad changed too in the last couple of years with war stories.
Yep.
Like Vietnam stuff. And he used to be would just be like, yeah, and that was terrible to go through, or just kind of very surface level stuff.
Right.
And you're like, I guess that's the story.
Yeah.
And then this time, every time I see him now, another story.
Yeah.
This time, and then what happens is I think they also, some of it they want to share, some of it helps them get it off their chest.
Right.
Because they go, I've been holding on to this fucking story.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel better to share it with someone.
The stories he was telling me were so much cooler than parts of Sopranos, Irishman, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go through the whole thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. I would look over, even I was surprised at times, and I'd look over and I'd see Jeremiah, Redban, and Joel's faces and they'd look at me and just start cracking up immediately because they're realizing that this is real.
Yeah.
Right. Priceless moments.
But does that on some level bother you that that's your dad and your dad's done activities that aren't exactly, legal?
Not really. When I'm raised around it, and especially there in that city, there was so much of that when I was
Youngstown.
growing up. Yeah. And it's just back in the 80s and the early 90s, that was everything. Even today, I woke up and the top of CNN is Trump pardoning Edward DeBartolo Jr., who got convicted of fraud of some kind.
He pardoned him?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
But I don't even think he's in prison, but he just cleared it off his record or whatever.
Okay.
And for some reason, it's at the top of the mainstream news, which I love to check just to see what morons are absorbing in for their news. But that's one of the main guys from Youngstown. The DeBartolos basically created not created, but really spread the shopping mall throughout the country.
Right.
And so they would go to major cities and be like, you need a shopping mall. And they're like, what? And they're like, put all the stores in one thing. It brings everybody together. Just do it. We'll do it.
We're doing it. It's about family with us.
Yeah.
It's not even about the money.
Right, exactly. And what's interesting is Youngstown also has and had, especially had, because they just infiltrated the country, the Cafaros. And the Cafaros built strip malls. So like places where you see a building where there's multiple businesses in, but it's still sort of outside. That wasn't always just a thing.
Right.
Not every city just had that, where it's like, oh, instead of paying rent to just people that want to live in an apartment, let's have companies pay rent.
Wow,
that was the Cafaros
genius.
and the DeBartolos, and they're both Italian Youngstown families.
And they're always on the up and up. And they make sure they get permission
Totally
to do
normal.
everything. They go, did you check the local governance on this particular thing? We want to make sure it's signed off on.
But isn't this fascinating that crime has built so much of America? If you look at cocaine, built Miami, essentially, the drug lords, right? You look at show business, which in the beginning was built by, the Jews, right? The Jews started show business. Criminals, mafia, Jewish mafia starts show business on the East Coast, and they bring it to the West Coast. Like, scumbags founded a lot of this country in a way. Not that your family's scumbag.
I love you pointed at that window over there
Well,
about,
because
about the Jews.
he's our resident Jew.
There's just a German guy looking back like, yes, they did do that. It was the Jews.
No, Nadav, we talk about this, right?
I mean, that sounds
the
right.
mafia.
I'm not 100% sure like who started it, but I mean, that
The
sounds...
Jews.
Yeah.
On the East Coast, it came here.
Yeah, I don't know if
Mafia.
it was Mr. Goldstein or something, but it was probably one of them.
But actually, yeah. I mean, I know that
the lawyers,
that the Hollywood was considered a kind of despicable business. So when now you see movie making and all its glamour everyone wants to get in, but back then it was not desirable. So it was kind of like a sort of a criminal adjacent element to be involved in
It was
filmmaking.
sort of dirty. It was like OnlyFans.com.
It was like OnlyFans. Yeah, it was like an OnlyFans.
There's not even a .com. I sound like an old man. It's not even.
There might be.
I don't even know the terminology.
Is there? It is .com. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
You did it right. We're gonna get you that. So yeah, same thing with banking for sure. Banking was considered like a filthy business to be involved in, and they were like, "You guys can do it. It's gross." And then banking became profitable and desirable, and everyone's like, "Hey, wait, we'd like to be involved in that too."
Yeah,
this is how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know how the mall making business. I think that actually took a major turn down, right? The malls were like exploding, and
that's
then,
what's crazy is they went and did it in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So it's not even. They just did it. They went everywhere, city to city. Just kept going west. Hey, you know what you could use?
A mall.
A frickin' shopping mall. Hey, you got the orange juice place, a chicken place. Come on, get it together. Put a big chessboard in the middle. Everybody can play with big pieces.
Well, the DeBartolos.
Hey.
Do malls.
They went on to buy the San Francisco 49ers. He
course.
won 5 Super Bowl championships there. That's probably what he's best known for.
Sure.
They all keep low profiles, too. Like the fact that the DeBartolos and the Cafaros aren't super famous for their mall development. All these really successful people are really good at sort of keeping a low profile.
Yeah, I guess you can make an effort to do that. I think you put the effort into being well known or being not well known. It's kind of
There's a guy like that from Columbus, the Lex Wexner guy.
Yeah,
the Victoria's Secret guy. Like that's his San Francisco 49ers, right? Yeah, he's sort of known for that. But you look into that guy. I mean,
what's the name of the guy that owns the Nuggets? That's a fascinating guy.
The guy with the haircut.
No, that's Mark Davis. He owns the Raiders.
That's all I know is that haircut guy.
I'm thinking. Wait, scroll down again. Scroll down. I'm thinking of
$133 million ranch that guy.
I'm
buys.
thinking of a different
Jesus.
guy. But he's a Colorado-based guy.
How do you make a ranch $133 million?
Well, did you see what Bezos bought?
Thing.
Bezos just bought the most expensive residential property ever here in Los Angeles over the weekend. It was a $165 million house.
Is it the? I think I might know what this is.
It was it Katzenberg's or? Yeah.
But this is location.
Geffen's,
location.
sorry, it was Geffen's house.
This is what, Bel Air or
it's Beverly
BH?
Hills.
Yeah. So I mean,
what's
location.
it called? I think I know this.
Well, it's not just location. Though.
No,
I mean,
but in addition to the actual scope and scale
but
of
then
that,
he bought the neighbor's house.
Oh man,
for $90 million, just so that he does. He's like, don't put.
Are you
there.
serious?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
It's amazing.
He's like, that way. There's like, we know who's there. It's crazy. No, but what I was thinking about was the guy who owns. It's more about.
It's unbelievable.
Put in who owns the Broadmoor, it's in Colorado. This guy is like one of the richest guys, and he won't do any press. He's done like 2 interviews and fucking that guy, Philip Anschutz. Yeah, Philip Anschutz. Yeah. So put in his name, and okay, this guy does fucking. Like he won't do. If you ask him a question, he's done like a few interviews, and if you go like, what made you start this business? He'll be like, I don't really want to talk about it, and they're like, all right.
Wow.
So are you gonna build that hotel? He's like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about that either. And they're like, great,
great.
Go back with the image. Just go to the results.
He's got tiny eyes. This guy.
This guy.
He's overcompensating for tiny eyes.
Scroll down.
Tiny eyes.
What companies does he own?
He does have tiny eyes. That's really funny.
He owns. he got oil, railroads, telecom, real estate. He owns the Kings, a third of the Lakers. He owns the Staples Center.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Yeah. And do you know his name? Like, have you
Never
ever
heard.
Like, what's his net worth? He is the owner of Coachella.
Jesus Christ.
The word Philip also has 2 tiny eyes in it.
$10 billion.
Wow.
And this dude goes out of his way to basically not be talked about.
Smart.
So it's kind of, that's his net worth from 2015. It's probably.
That guy uses Skittles as sunglasses. He's got tiny eyes. I'm not letting it go. It could have $10 billion. But those tiny eyes.
Tiny. Hey, can you?
Let's look at those tiny eyes.
Uses dental floss as a blindfold.
Pull up Philip Anschutz's eyes.
Let's look at those tiny eyes. You got a point. Let's see.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was an article about his tiny eyes.
Look at that.
He does have a big, like,
a
eye
normal size,
space.
and they're close together too.
Yeah.
He's almost a tiny-eyed cyclops.
Oh, he's smiling there.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
Does he have the old white guy at the veneers?
That guy just asked him if he could borrow $10. That's why he's laughing that hard. If I had tiny eyes like that, I'd probably work my way up to being billionaire as well.
Yeah. From your tiny eyes?
Yeah. I would get. Oh,
I
look at
think.
that.
Did you follow FedSmoker's demise? Do you know what happened?
What's that?
You didn't follow FedSmoker?
No.
You're not mourning the death of FedSmoker?
I don't know what you're talking
all
about.
of America
What?
is,
Yeah.
in the UK.
Seriously? Do you know that Kobe died?
Yeah.
Okay. So, here, I'll just pull this up for you. It's like, Jesus, where's
So
this guy been?
disrespectful. I
It
mean.
is. It is. Kind of like surprising.
Yeah.
All right. So Fed.
Tiny.
Catchy.
Okay.
He should wear big glasses to magnify those tiny eyes. It
For
would
sure.
even out his face.
Absolutely. He should also get his nose brought down a couple of sizes.
I'm sorry. This is the wrong. Sorry.
And mouth and ears and the rest of his face brought down.
Hey, are you State Patrol? What's your name? What is it? And who's your captain?
The captain out here, or captain
Yeah, you're captain.
Darce Wheel.
I just had a shit.
So that's FedSmoker, the one asking the question. I mean, I'm trying to give you a little. Here's.
Once again, if you're not a scurvy ass bitch with a dirty twat, you have a good opportunity of coming here to live and clean this house.
Okay.
Leave all your inquiries and information on this site. If you're not scurvy and your twat smells like roses, give me a holla.
Wow. This guy's got pro wrestler energies.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
he has great
yeah.
energy, great vibes all around.
Star quality, I think you mean,
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah. He does cool
This
stuff.
is Herkster's Hair of Beauty. I want you to take, when you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it.
He's cutting his hair with fire.
See, you gotta feather that shit.
Okay.
You gotta get it going, bud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta get her hot, too. Yeah. Now that's a thrill, motherfuckers. To light yourself on fire. Light your brain on fire.
What do you mean? This guy passed away somehow?
Great.
Yeah.
How did he pass away?
We don't know, but it's been rough the last few weeks.
I think he lit his brain on fire with meth too much.
Man.
Yeah. It came as a huge surprise. I mean, we were just kind of getting into some of his classic vids.
Well, the coroner's report said natural causes, and by natural, meth is natural in a way, I guess.
Everything was kind of meth related.
I thought he was, just from the little bit I've seen of him here, I thought he was perhaps getting his life on track. He had a bicycle with a water bottle in the chamber there.
Yeah.
That's usually the sign
He's
of a
got
healthy
keys,
guy.
too.
Yeah,
That guy's got keys.
He had a bunch of keys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
natural causes.
Yeah. He was found on the side of the road.
Oh, totally natural causes.
For a moment, what is this place, anyways? What is this place?
You don't need to film me.
Oh, I'm new to documentary. Listen here.
I don't care. I don't want to be.
This is America, you dumb son of a bitch. Okay.
You dumb son of a bitch. I'm a private person, and I
I'm
don't want to
a
be filmed,
fucking
but
American,
fuck
you
your goddamn film.
stupid fuck. I can ask you anything I want.
He was cool like that. He would always just like engage people. He would just walk up and say hi. He started a conversation with anyone, you know. It was pretty rare to
I
meet.
can tell you no anytime I want.
Fucking baby raper on your face, okay,
You want a baby
cocksucker?
raper? You're the one who looks like a baby raper.
Baby raper.
Would you
Chomo.
escape from jail?
What's up there, Chomo? Listen here. What do you guys? How do you get a job here, there, fuckface?
Well, not by talking like that.
Well, you know what? You're fired, bud.
No,
okay?
I'm not.
He just had it. He had improv skills. It
I
was
love
fun.
this guy.
Yeah, we did
That's what I'm
too.
saying. So he died about a week ago, and it has been. There's a huge hole in our hearts.
My
you know?
goodness.
And then
there was probably a huge hole in his heart as well.
Turns out,
I like this guy and I have the same mustache. I like.
Yeah,
to think.
Yeah.
You would
What's
have
up there,
been
Chomo?
called
Yeah.
out as a chomo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me. Old child rapey Tony.
So from what was it, 4:35? Damn, that's a while ago. We actually played this lady. We used to consider her the female FedSmoker, right? This is the first time we played her.
What's your driver's license number?
I don't have to give that to you.
Let me see your driver's license.
You're not a police officer.
You just hit my vehicle.
Ma'am.
Give me your driver's license.
You pulled right out in front of me.
Yeah, and when someone pulls in front of you because there's an emergency, you slow your rear end down and you stop.
Okay, just like a cool.
I love
Okay,
Have
these
you
are
ever
not
had someone have an emergency?
These are not
and
cars.
pull in front of you?
These are not cars. They don't stop on a dime.
It doesn't matter. You have to be far enough behind.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the whole
You
incident.
should have picked up my trash, big boy.
Oh. She's
Twerp.
fun.
That's what you ordered.
You little twerp. I know what I ordered.
Okay.
And you're going to pay.
Okay. How much is her monthly membership on OnlyFans?
You like your job? You like it?
You like your job, Gina?
Yeah. Well, good luck, because you ain't going to have it. Pass today, baby.
She's firing people.
So so they both have that star quality.
Yeah.
Of like,
it's one of their trademarks. It's like their finishing move or something.
I can control whether you work or not.
Firing. That's so true. She controls the workforce. She is very powerful.
But we think she's back in another clip.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's what I mistakenly. Is this her?
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
First of all, I love that with the
Yeah.
truck driver. She's like, you better get your rear end in line. And now she's like, I'm helping you, you motherfucker, dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Not only does
Double
she,
messaging.
does she seem the same in both videos, I feel like the victim is the same.
He
Now he's
sounds
at
similar.
like a Walmart. He went from driving a truck. Maybe he really did get fired from his job. Now she's
We're
just
all sinners.
Okay.
He's not going to force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, those are FedSmoker vibes.
Yeah. You motherfucker.
Bam.
She
Turning
really
on a dime.
enunciates motherfucker. I
She
like
says
it.
motherfucker like it's nothing and accuser like it's a swear word.
That's so true.
Oh,
It's
wow.
incredible.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to guess here? Drugs or mental illness? What are you going with?
Oh, that's mental illness.
You think
right
so?
there. Yeah, for sure.
No, not drugs. Could it be drugs exacerbated by existing mental illness?
I'm going to go there. I'm going to throw some kerosene on that mental illness fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to go amphetamines and mental illness. Tony?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see perhaps a weight loss drug type of thing, like some type of requiem for a dream type of.
Oh, like Adderall.
Or that fucking, it's just kind of getting you fucking fired up.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. You
Motherfucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Those eyes are.
Yeah.
Look at that.
She's got like billionaire owner eyes now. You know?
Oh, yeah.
She got her tiny eyes.
Yeah.
God, that looks like Vigo from Ghostbusters, too.
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
Because he won't what?
He won't repent.
He won't repent. She's like,
So-
I'm pissed because he won't repent. She said that like super chill.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
Like it makes sense.
Like
Hello?
you're telling a teacher, like,
Yeah.
well, she took my ball, so I'm just asking her to give it back.
Isn't it wild that like so many of these videos, because I love these things, right?
Yeah.
Public freak out
Oh,
on
it's great.
Reddit is that's basically my daily news. And I just love how many of them take place in actual stores now.
Oh, yeah.
Like to actually go into an actual physical store now, you're already pretty much crazy.
Well, think about it. Think about like
that's why Jeff Bezos is buying the Beverly Hillbillies mansion.
If you have like your shit kind of together, you're like, why would I walk into a store? I'll
Right.
just press this on my phone and everything will come here.
Yeah.
So you got to be like, now it's indicative that you really are kind of fucked up that you're walking into a store
Wow.
because you should be able to just get whatever's there without going in.
Yeah. If you're patient.
Now the bottom feeders are in the store.
That's so true. The unemployed, the crazies during the day.
You must not have common sense if you're going into a physical store.
Yeah.
The wildest thing to me is because I live near a couple grocery stores, like in the heart of the city, right? And I'll see people loading in cases of water and like
Yeah.
paper towels, like all the
Why?
big things. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're carrying the water. Are you your own Amazon delivery driver?
Just have it
Just have it
dropped off.
delivered. Have the heavy shit. I know. That's
And the
what I'm
big
saying.
stuff, the
Yeah.
big thing of toilet paper. Don't you have any?
You can even ask, like, hey, could you bring that in? Thanks, man.
Yeah,
just
have them set it down.
Oh.
Now, however, I do enjoy a Target run. I must say there is something still fun and satisfying,
That's
and
what
I
happens
believe
there.
that's where she
Yeah,
is.
That's exactly what happens there.
I do like to go there.
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell.
Oh.
And you are too, bitch. If you
Oh.
don't have Jesus Christ as your savior, you're gonna be down there fucking with them, screaming in holy fucking terror of fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
Wow.
Totally understand.
I guess also just
She goes, totally understand.
I understand. And I want to say, I think this is Walmart.
I think it is
Not
Walmart.
Target.
For
Yeah.
sure. Walmart, you hear a lot of those hellfire, brimstone, repent, a lot of those things.
It's kind of the Walmart slogan, right?
Yeah. Hellfire, brimstone, repent. Rinse and repent.
Get the fuck away from me, you piece of shit.
I've been in my
Get the fucking away from me. You're in my personal space, bitch.
You're in my person.
Get out of my fucking personal space. You came over to me, motherfucker.
Oh,
Yes,
Wow.
that's not Target. They don't have those signs up there
Well,
with
yeah,
the sections.
they're
This
not
is
wearing red, babe.
Clearly, that too. Yeah. They're wearing blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, right?
Is that Walmart
What does
blue?
that
We
remind
don't
me
have
of?
that
The
here.
way,
Walmart's
she,
blue,
the
right?
way she says
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
What is that? That's catchy.
Yeah. She just got done watching like Dolomite. She's like, I'm gonna put a
Stink
little
on
mustard
it.
along this when I say motherfucker.
Fuck you! Ma'am. Shut the fuck up! You all better repent!
This guy's like, God damn it. He's like, my regional manager's coming by today.
I know this bitch.
Shit. That's a big ass store.
Mm-hmm. It's You know what they did at our Target, which was very interesting. I don't know if you noticed last time you were in there. They changed all the the billboards with the clothing to be models with Down syndrome.
I didn't notice
It's
that.
true. In the children's...
Are you serious?
I promise you, in my children's section, the boys department, the model was a Down syndrome boy wearing the fashion. And it was all in the children's section. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not sure, what's the... Because I didn't see any Down... It wasn't like a particularly Down syndrome community that I was shopping in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't Downstowns? Is that... I don't know. Is that... too much?
Downstowns, I love Downstowns. See, here they are. This is what I'm talking about. It was.
Let me tell you why this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we open the floodgates of just letting these Downsy people take these jobs like this, it is going to first of all, other people that have Down syndrome don't even recognize that person has Down syndrome. So it's not like, oh, a hero for our sake.
A recognition, because that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if there were a lot of
why
kids,
wouldn't they recognize
they just they don't see it. They see normalcy. They don't have Downs people don't see Downs. They just see, it's like The Outsider on HBO. Have you seen this?
No.
It's hard to explain.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait, you don't think?
But my
somebody
point is, they're not like, oh, that's a hero. That's our Rosa Parks. Breaking boundaries for us.
You don't think that registers?
No, definitely doesn't register. Have you ever talked with anyone with Down syndrome?
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think they know. I think they know when somebody else has Down syndrome, and then
you think so, and they're like,
Of course.
"That's my peer, my peep."
yeah, like a gay guy looks at Tony. He's like, that guy's gay. Yeah. They just know. He just knows. That guy's gay.
Because I did have this thought, when I was in the Target and I
Yeah.
saw that, I was like, oh my God, if I buy these clothes, will this make my children?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Let's see if this lady.
What happened first? Is it a chicken or an egg situation?
Right. And should I buy these clothes?
Is that does the shirt make my kid's face look flat?
I don't give a shit! You can lock me up in a fucking prison, without fucking parole! And I'll be better off than any one of you motherfuckers!
Does this shirt its eyes look far apart?
Oh no, don't slam her. This is the weird part.
No.
You know she's gonna resist. Those are the crazier people, by the way. The ones clapping are the craziest ones.
They're actually trying to provoke her more as she's getting arrested.
She's obviously mentally ill.
She's fine.
I'm sorry. She's just trying to spread the good word.
She's hungry. You know you get when you're hungry?
I know.
Got
You
low
go,
blood
"You
sugar.
motherfuckers better feed me.
That's how I get every time I get hungry.
Yeah. All right.
A lot of repenting.
Yo, before we go, one of your past Kill Tony comics murdered somebody.
No, that's not exactly the verbiage that I would use on this.
Wow.
It's
allegedly.
Because that could be confused with maybe a guest or a regular or something like that.
One of your co-hosts.
Someone, no.
One of your founding members of the show.
So your best friend who was on Kill Tony one time.
Yeah.
No, so a guy, because for people that don't know, let's just set this up correctly. Kill Tony, very popular podcast. You do it at the Comedy Store, and what ends up happening is...
And we travel with it.
And you travel with it, and it does very well there, but and then you release it as a podcast.
And
but
on YouTube.
When you go to the live show, what happens is Tony hosts it, a guest comedian will sit with you, and then people sign up, basically like you would in an open mic, and you're getting to perform to a full house and in front of professional comedians, and anything can happen. It's always, these are newer. Sometimes people doing it stand up for the first time, the 8th time.
Sometimes it's someone that has been doing it, 15 years, trying to get exposure, trying to get a big break. People are getting signed and making deals, getting spots on shows, getting managers and agents out of there now.
And they do what, a minute when they
60
start?
seconds.
60 seconds. So that's like
tough.
It's tough. A lot of.
And then I interview
vets.
them for like 5 to 8 minutes, sort of feel more about them. You can feel how cool or funny someone is during that part.
It's a fun, really fun show. But in that minute, anything can happen. People bomb, people kill, people do so. But just to like set up what the show is.
Yeah, and like 75 to 120 people sign up before the show. And they don't know if they're getting up or not. And all the names go in a bucket. They sign up. They take that risk.
And in a typical episode, what, 6, 7 people get up?
Probably,
something like that?
Something like that.
So a guy who was one of those people once got his name called and performed on the show.
Yeah. This was about 2 months ago or so, I guess.
Okay, he did this. How did he do in his set?
Not good at all.
Not good at all.
He did one of the worst things you could do, which is like try to just take shots at me and Redban and the band, sort of like he was just sort of like really negative, like this guy, blah, 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 look at this, Redban's like morning radio over there on the sound effects.
Yeah.
He got nothing.
So over the weekend, he allegedly murdered his girlfriend.
His ex-girlfriend, yeah. Drew Carey's ex.
And Drew Carey's ex.
Oh, wow.
She was a sex
person?
therapist.
Yep.
Yeah. With like a following, and
jeez.
Yeah, I mean it was on the news.
Pushed off a 3rd floor balcony, passed away. Wow. And immediately, people started when they released the guy's name and picture. It just immediately it was correlated with Kill Tony. They found out immediately. Like I guess it was one of the first things that popped up. So, and yeah, so he was up there. Scary stuff.
Because if you go to Redban's Twitter feed,
yeah, he's promoting the hell out of this thing. He's just he just thinks he's a public relations guru. So what's great is that I love it. I'll let him handle all that bad press stuff. He's been just accepting every interview that comes through.
Scroll down. Go to the actual. There's a feed of like a video below. Where like it's embedded of him,
his performance.
No, of Redban on the news.
Oh yeah, it might be at the very top.
I didn't think it was there, because
he was just on everything.
Yeah,
this past 24 hours.
Fox,
Fox,
I saw him.
NBC, CBS. This is like his.
Okay, we'll scroll up. Maybe we can. It was like an embedded video like that when I saw it.
What's that one?
Well, I guess click on the one.
Any of the ones with her picture.
Click on that and see if it goes to the video. Oh, is this it?
This is breaking news at 11. A celebrity sex therapist who's the former fiancé of comedian Drew Carey has been found murdered, and now police say they have the suspected killer.
It's the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh my life.
Now police say they have the suspected
By the way, let me
killer.
say we've pulled over 3,000 names out of this bucket in the show's history, and only one person has murdered someone before.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, like,
is that good? Is that a good statistic?
I think it's a pretty good ratio. 1 out of 3,000 is not bad.
So I'm assuming he's in custody now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got him.
$2 million bond.
If you scroll to like the middle, and
How sad.
go ahead and press play
She's
here.
pretty too.
There it is.
This is video of Purse House during a comedy show last month. The man who runs the show says he had never met Purse House, but when he heard his name connected to the therapist's death,
Watch this.
he
This is
remembered
gold.
him.
Have you seen
I put
this?
the two together, and I was like, wait a second, this guy was on our show just a couple weeks ago. And I remembered feeling like this guy, there's something off with this guy. He had a very weird energy.
LAPD says
Love
Howard recently had a
it.
restraining
Cut to the clip of Redban saying that he's pushing poop back in.
Weird
This guy had a
energy.
weird energy about him.
And then I pushed the shit back into her butthole. Yeah. We got to cut that together.
Redban. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my
So,
god.
boy, that Brian is very photogenic. Have you noticed that?
No,
looks
I actually didn't notice.
Oh, really? I think he photographs and he's on camera. He looks
good.
great on camera.
Yeah. In person, you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, this guy's homeless, but
Are your
on
kidneys
television.
shutting down?
But the camera doesn't show it at all.
Whew.
No, he always looks good.
All right. Tony, there's Kill Tony every week. Where can people see you live right now? Where are you going to be?
Bunch of fun things coming up here. We just announced Miami yesterday coming up. And where else? Yeah, it's fun. Tacoma. We're in Vancouver doing Kill Tony this Friday. And Swansea, Massachusetts is a big one. That's right between Providence and Boston next week. And then I'm doing Boston in like a month. And other fun stuff too. It's TonyHinchcliffe.com.
Go to TonyHinchcliffe.com. If you're in Youngstown, go to Joey Restaurant. Get a nice Italian meal.
Do it.
Pay your fucking debts on Tuesdays. And yeah, man, it was so fun to have you back here again.
So
you know?
good.
Thank you.
Been too long.
Come back soon.
So much fun.
We love you.
You guys are hilarious.
Thanks, man. We love you. There's no such thing as Wednesday.
Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate souffle.
Christina P. Soccer souffle. Wahlburger. Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate souffle.
Soccer souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Yeah, chocolate souffle.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Christina P.
Chocolate souffle.
Soccer souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Yeah, chocolate souffle.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Christina P. Soccer souffle. Soccer souffle. Soccer souffle. Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Christina P. Soccer souffle. Soccer souffle. Soccer souffle. Soccer souffle. Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it. Wahlburger.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it. Wahlburger.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate souffle.
Soccer souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Yeah, chocolate souffle.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Christina P.
Chocolate souffle.
Soccer souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Chocolate souffle.
Yeah, chocolate souffle.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. 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 Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it. Wahlburger.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle. Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it. Wahlburger.
Yeah.
Mark Ball, water ball, Mark Ball, water ball, Wahlburger.
Yeah, you got it.
Wahlburger. Soccer souffle.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Hi, thank you for watching that episode of Your Mom's House. Please continue to watch more. You can see all these where my hand's gesturing. You can click on those. And please subscribe if you have not yet. And a subscribe button, and then we'll get your money. Thanks.